It's all set up, so it should be good to go. All right, and I can pull that up too. Oh yeah, here it is. There it goes. All right, I'm gonna bring this guy down here. We have our shorts chat. Let's go. Short stream is going. And we're gonna be flying. All right. I'm gonna try and like move people from the short stream to the regular YouTube stream, or any of the other ones they want. But I think I'm just gonna see, like, if you really like the show, the best experience is the regular YouTube stream. That's the best place to watch for them. But some of them just want to watch on their phone the way they want to watch, you know? So, all right. We pop this guy out. Pop out chat. There we go. Now I have just that one YouTube chat. Here we go. This is going to make things better. And then I'll just bring Twitch chat open over here. Here we go. Twitch chat. And these are the two chats I want to read. The crazy chat's going to go up there. There we go. Hey, we're getting raided. Magnificent Ben, thanks for the raid, bro. Yo, you guys are in, you guys want the news? You raided me when I'm about to do the news, bro. All right, we're about to do the news. We're gonna watch like the Oval Office stream from earlier. Yeah, so that's what you guys got into. All right, what's happening, brother? Hope you're well. Yo, I'm doing good. Thank you for the raid. That's a good amount of viewers, man. Yo, dude, someone's getting some viewers. Nice job, friend. There we go. Am I Mexican? No, I've been asked that a lot, though. I've been asked that a lot. No, it's what you're seeing is native. This is the native in me. You know, it's hard. We all look the same, you know. We got Temps in the chat. Welcome. Caspa. Book Bad Luck in the Twitch chat. YouTube is a clusterfuck. It is in the short stream chat, yes. But we have that like separated out for what I'm reading today. I'll read some of it. I'm not gonna be able to help it. I'm gonna have to look up and read some of it. That stream is about to start popping off here in a bit. Check the immigration issues in Sweden. I've heard about that. Yeah, I should talk about that. We should like talk to different people about their like immigration issues in their different countries and learn like what all the different countries' approaches to it are, what their successes and failures are with it. Sent me a Discord. All right. Can the Jonah Hill video go up on TikTok? Yes. That can go on TikTok. All right, sorry, just doing some work stuff, talking to my editors and uploaders and stuff. We got a whole team now, dude. We've built this stuff up. I got a whole team now, man. Isn't that cool? We got people that are like making a living, like working for me. That's dope. Yo, I just noticed this video is 4 minutes and 20 seconds long. I think I'm about to start recording that. I think I'm gonna get into it. We're so cooked. GG's, everyone. What's up, Wabadabu? Is that, am I saying that? Wabadoo. There we go. Snowvice and the Twitch chat. We're going to talk about what's going on here. So this is this crazy story. This dude bought a bat and got arrested for it basically immediately. It's going viral on Twitter and stuff. But let's see. I'm going to start a video here. Here we go. I'm going to turn the music off. That's better for Archie's editing. All right, he wants me to have a clean edit. Let me let Archie know I'm shooting his video. Shooting your video now. All right, and if you want to be in the video, all the chats now, boom, right here, down here below me or above me if you're watching on shorts. Yeah, so that's going to be in the stream. All right, so, or in the video. All right, so let's get started. So we have this thing that happened today. Okay, let me restart that. This guy bought a bat in the UK, walked out of the store, and was immediately arrested for, I guess it's illegal to walk around with a bat in the UK. Didn't know that, but makes sense, you know, like that they have they're making everything illegal up there. You know, I'm not surprised. So we have this video. We're going to watch it. We're going to watch this whole thing of this entire situation from beginning to end. And it's a developing story. We don't have a statement from the police department yet. I will look after we watch this to see if there's anything new as of time of recording this. So here we go.
From there, you fucking mate.
Why are you filming it?
I'm meeting my friends.
Do videos, mate. Videos out of town.
Hey, protect yourself. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. Mate, what have I done?
What? Archie he's British. He's my editor. He's in chat. He says if you're buying it and have a receipt, it's not illegal. It's only illegal if you have it to do a crime.
Is it out of his packaging?
It has the package on it.
Is it out of his packaging? It's in package, you idiot. It's in package, you idiot. It's in package, you idiot.
Dude, the guy's yelling at the cop. It's in the package, you idiot. I couldn't understand him at first. My American ears, you know.
Hey! It's in the package, you idiot.
Wow.
It's in the package, you idiot.
Bro. That's wild. What is this cop doing? What? Yo, America could be like this. We ain't though. We ain't. At least we ain't like this. You know what I mean? I hope we are never like this.
Yeah.
This is why USA exists. The New World Order to escape this. Yeah, dude. We should reject this.
It's in a package.
It's in the package.
It's in a package.
Is that another cop?
Package, you idiot.
Hey fella, it's in a package.
Is that another cop? Or is that?
Package, you idiot.
I can't tell. Is that just some random asshole?
Just have a piss on that.
That's just some random asshole.
Have a piss on that.
Yeah, it's all on camera, it's all social media, fella.
What the hell?
He just bought it.
This fucking foreigner
He
guy.
just bought it. It's in a package. We all can see it.
Some random assholes
It's in a
helping.
package.
It's in a package, you idiot.
Just bought it for himself.
Everyone's trying to tell the cop it's still the package. He just bought it.
Yeah.
Now there's more cops coming. This is spiraling out of control.
It's in a package. Been back.
Yeah. You drive forward.
It's in the package. You just bought
This
it.
officer is
It's in
another
the package,
bully.
you both move
See,
it
Archie's
back.
like, he's my editor. He's really lefty. I lean righty. He's super lefty. And he agrees. This is bullshit.
Because of what?
Because you're obstructing an officer.
What obstruction?
This guy, dude, these cops suck, dude.
It's in the package.
It's in the
This cop
package,
sucks.
you idiot.
I hope this cop watches this when I put it out. You suck. You know this cop sent it to him. You suck.
Officer, you can push
You
the
suck,
people, but
dude.
nobody can smash your face, innit? That's okay. That's okay. Because they fucking, you know what I mean? They for us. They are for us.
They're just for
That's never happened.
They're just for
never
the
in life happened.
bullshit
Never.
laws.
When they stole my car, they were like, you need to come to the fucking police station. They didn't. They didn't.
Yeah, they come for this, but not a stolen car. That's what he's complaining about. Bro, I understand. Look how many cops are here just for this guy that bought a bat. Are they actually going to take him to jail? Yeah, this is not staged. It's just Europe. I love that comment. What's up, Pixel Rat? You seeing this? This is wild. By the way, we shoot these live. If you want to come into the streams, we're live on Kick, Twitch, YouTube, and X. Maybe we'll throw a TikTok in or something. Unbelievable. They're actually taking him to jail. That is so ridiculous. For buying a bag. Look how many cops are here for this. 1, 2, 3, 4 on him right now. There's several more behind the camera. Okay, there's a fit. This looks like some dude that's in charge. He's holding the bat. Bro, now you're holding the bat. You should get arrested. This is the dumbest shit. What has happened to this country? You know, I've been to London twice, both times. Very unimpressed. Very unimpressive place. Seriously. Yo, okay, what happened afterwards? So they took him to jail? I'm going to ask Grok. Grok, what happened after? Has the police made any statements? Was the guy charged with anything? Is there any accountability at all? Is anyone in England complaining? Fuck it. It knows what I'm trying to say. Complaining. All right, there we go. Leave that all in the video, Archie. All right, we're just keeping it real on this one. Here we go. We're doing this we're just kind of keeping it real time. Minimal editing. All right, let's edit out the waiting for Grok part. Let's at least do that. Revolt. Bro, shit like this would piss me off. This keeps happening. They're arresting people for social media posts. They're arresting people for buying bats. This country is crazy. You can't just say things. There's words that are illegal in this country. That is crazy to me. It's crazy to my American brain. My American brain can't comprehend this. And then no cop stopped and said, yo, dude, this guy's being dumb. Like, this cop is an idiot. Let him go. Like, I see videos like that in America all the time. Some cop checks the rookie cop and you're like, shut up, idiot. What are you doing? Let him go. Right? Now there's the other ones too, right? We see this in America, not for buying a bat. Okay, Grok, my phone went off. Grok just got back to me. Let's see what it had to say. No official GMP statement on the outcome, charges, release, or officer accountability as of now. Video shows the man detained near Barclays with the still packaged bat then taken in a van. Recent purchase claims they unverified. Recent purchase claims stay unverified. Under the 1953 Act, police can stop to check potential offensive weapons without clear, reasonable excuse. Many in England are complaining about it online. Yo, dude, this is wild. I can't live in a world like that. I can't fathom what it's like to live underneath this. It would drive me crazy. My American brain would just cannot compute, dude. That's wild to me. There's just so many laws I hear about from this country. And at the end of the day, you know what? It all makes sense. These motherfuckers think beans and toast is a delicacy. Okay? So, I mean, it's like, you know how your shit rolls downhill. It starts with beans and toast, and then they make that decision, and then they just start making these kinds of decisions. You know, I blame beans and toast 100%. That's where this started. Okay. And by the way, that food is for famine times, you know, when World War II, when all the English people are starving to death, you know, and being bombed by the Germans. So they're eating beans and toast to survive. You know, that's a lot of wheat and a lot of beans. You know, I mean, that's cheap and easy to make. You guys aren't in a famine anymore. You don't have to eat that. And on a final note, before I end this video, Mr. Max says, never give up the guns. Yeah, dude, or you'll be like England, okay? Don't be like them. All right, Archie, I'm uploading that to you. I want minimal edit. Guys, I have so much more to talk about. That was just a video for today going on the Stamp Price channel. Archie, that is getting uploaded. He's just listening to me through the stream, I assume. Let's see. Let me get this file. Here we go. Archie, that is going. I think it's going to be a Stamp Price video. It could be a clip, but I think it should just be a Stamp Price video, even if it's shorter. Just throw it over there. Make sure the first 30 seconds are the best part. And yeah, I'll check that when you're ready. Okay, so now we're going to move on to some other things. This story is just crazy. We move this chat back over. How's everyone doing? We doing all right? Having a good time? Everyone's having a good day? Happy Monday. It's Monday. Hope we had a productive day. I've been productive. I got a ton of work done early. I started work early, got a ton of work done early, and now I'm live early. So that's awesome. I am, just a reminder, I'm mostly going to be reading the Twitch, Kick, and YouTube chat. Now, the YouTube short chat, I do have that. I will be reading some, but I'm mostly going to focus on the chats that are on the horizontal streams. That's And you could find that on my channel on YouTube. You'll see 2 streams. One will say that it's a short stream. The other one's just the regular stream. If you go to the regular stream, that's the one I'm going to be reading the chats in. Just to give you guys a heads up on that. Old Knight in the chat. I see you over there. We got Edit Wiz the God. I can't allow that, even though you're Mexican and you can say that word. I can't allow the word in the chat or I'm gonna get in trouble. But I love your comment. I love your comment. Ed the Wiz God. I'm on the modding short stream. I'm on modding the short stream. Right on. Yeah, I'm mostly looking for people saying racist shit or spamming and stuff like that, you know, the basics. But thank you for modding. Hashtag free Archie. No, dude, I mean, he's getting paid. So, you know, he's getting paid. Smack the like button, people. Indeed. I'm eating beans and eggs. Beans and eggs. That's not bad. You know, just beans and toast though. Like, I don't, it's no. Bring your stand-up to Southwest Kansas. Oh, I would kill in Kansas, dude. I would kill. My jokes do not go that well here in Denver, bro. They're too righty. You know, I want to say crazy shit. You know, it's funny. Like, I'm not saying crazy shit just to say crazy shit. Those are the things I like to write jokes about. You know, I like making jokes that are, you know, about taboo things. And yeah, Kansas, I'd kill it. Like, you got to be careful with your jokes here in Denver. But I tend to do them anyways, and then the room is like kind of whatever. But when I put them online, you know, there's a lot of butthurt people online too. But then the people who like fucked up jokes, they're like, that shit's funny. So, you know, I like my fucked up jokes. But I'm learning to tell jokes. Yo, we got some jewels. Thank you very much. I'm learning to tell jokes to whatever crowd. So if there's a lefty crowd, I'll get them to laugh. You know what I mean? I'll get them to laugh. I'll find some shit to make them laugh, dude. I got some good gay jokes for them. You know, I got some like in the butt, all kinds of jokes, like crazy. I got some Marine Corps stories. They love that shit. The gayer, the more they laugh. Just say gay ass Marine Corps stories and lefties will start laughing. Bro, you just figure out your audience. I love stand up. It's so fun. I've been taking too much of a break from it. I need to get back into it because I've been streaming. But I was thinking one of these days I could live stream going out and doing comedy, and I'll just like bring chat with me on stage and in the camera, so you'll see me holding my phone on stage talking to you guys while I tell my jokes. Cincinnati, if you're brave, bro. Yeah, dude. I'll make black people laugh. I got all kinds of fucking jokes, dude. Just make fun of white people. Easy. That's how you make black people laugh. Yeah. Just make white jokes. I got so many white jokes. White people laugh at them too. They're funny, but like, I know how to make them extra funny for black people. I'll make it like, just give me a group of people, let me figure them out, and then I'll make jokes for them. You know, it's not about they need to laugh at what I think is funny. As a comic, I'm learning to make things that are funny for whoever's in front of you that you're trying to make laugh. So I did, you know, doing like righty jokes to a bunch of lefties doesn't work in Denver very much. So I've learned to adapt my jokes, but I do have those jokes for when I go down to Texas, because I want to do some Texas comedy, and then anywhere else, you know. And there's some like more country places in Colorado too where you can get some good laughs, you know. Golden was a good place, but a place I performed over there is now shut down, unfortunately. I only used a term to describe my love for beans. I'm not Mexican, just Hispanic. Come down to Houston, Texas. I'd love to. Yeah, that sounds fun. Houston, a whole Texas circuit would be fun for comedy. Hell yeah, dude. I miss when everyone was up for grabs when it came to comedy. It just depends on which audience you get in front of, right? So like everyone has like gone into different fucking belief bubbles of how comedy is supposed to work. And there's this big one, this really big bubble that still exists of like, comedy's comedy, you know? So, you know, I mean, it's not a, it's not as dead, you know, it's not like comedy's dead. It's just fragmented all over the place. So there's snobby ones where you can only make PG jokes, you know, or lefty jokes or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Let's get into the other stuff. We have a lot to go over today. The first thing is we actually have Trump did executive orders. You guys love that shit. I love this shit. Let's start from the top. Let's start from the top, friends. We'll just kind of hang out here. Let's see. Where does it start? Oh, it starts like right away.
Thank you very much. And
okay, let me just start it. Here we go. Let me turn the music off. Let's get it going. Let's see what we got. We got executive orders today.
well, thank you very much. And this is something very important for all of us. And it's a vaccine EO. I'm delighted to be here in the Oval Office.
Oh, yeah, this is about
administration
vaccines.
takes another historic step in our mission to make America healthy again. Today, we're proud to officially announce the United States of America's gold standard childhood vaccination recommendations, and that has to do with many subjects, but including autism in particular. I want to thank the man who has done more than perhaps anyone else to bring about this real revolution, Secretary of Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., my friend, and he's doing a fantastic job. I'm proud of you. Give me one that very powerful hand to use.
6'7" joules. Thank you.
Thanks as well to Director of the NIH, Jay Bhattacharya, Deputy Assistant to the President of Domestic Policy, Dr. Heidi Overton, our Maha moms, and including Jamie Franklin, who's with us today, a very special person, and also the medical experts and professionals who've worked very hard on getting
Trump
this to
looking
happen,
fly
this
as
day
fuck.
to come.
Always looking
For
sharp.
long, and far too long, a long period of time.
Missed this earlier today. Here we are.
America's recommended more childhood vaccines than any peer nation, and even twice as many doses as some European countries, and even more than that. In many cases, we were requiring 72 jabs for our beautiful, healthy,
That is a
lovely,
nice tie. I'm gonna shout out.
delicate little children, including giving the hepatitis B shot to infants and newborns.
I didn't watch this because I
on
knew
top
you were
of
gonna cover it.
Many
Hey,
other
yo, dude.
vaccinations. The hepatitis B shouldn't be given until they are 14 or 15 years old. They were given early.
Super Colorado
Effective
Kush in the chat.
immediately,
What's
my
up, man?
administration
Colorado,
is
brother.
recognizing gold standard childhood vaccine recommendations for only 11 core vaccinations against the most serious and dangerous diseases.
Yeah, I should
along
start
with
promoting
the
a show.
MMR, which hopefully will be split up. You have the MMR. We want it in 3 separate vaccinations given at separate times. Together, there could be a possibility they're quite lethal, and separately, it looks like they are not at all lethal, but just very effective. So the MMR, we want to have separate visits, separate times. The vaccine being broken into 3 separate single doses, and vaccines being administered in separate visits. For example, at 1 year, you should have 5 separate visits for vaccines rather than getting them all
There's
in the same
ads.
day.
Let me see if I can turn the ads off.
And I saw this early on, and I've seen proof of it, where they have a vaccination thing, looks like the size of a bottle of soda,
Stream settings.
poured into a little child's body. And bad things happen in many cases, in too many cases, because this is an explosion. This is an epidemic. So at year 1, you should have 5 separate visits for vaccines rather than giving them all in the same day. Very importantly, vaccinations for hepatitis B, COVID-19, and influenza, among others, are no longer recommended for all children. In addition, this executive order directs the Attorney General to advance legal challenges against states that violate children's rights to religious or medical vaccination exemptions, for the exemptions. Other
There was
countries
no
with
autism
high
before the
vaccination
1990s.
rates without mandates for school. So what we do is you have other
Feels that way.
other
Let me look it up.
countries have very high vaccination rates, and they
And I'm not doing this
have
to be
not
dick.
had, and
I
they
just
don't
like to
have
learn.
them
Okay,
without
so here we
mandates for
go.
school.
Let's
Parents
find
can
out
still
if autism
choose to
existed
give
before the
their
90s.
children all of the
Did
vaccinations if they wish.
autism exist
It's up to the
before
parents. We're
the
making
90s,
recommendations that are
or
strong. It's up
was
to the
it
parents if they
at
wish, and they
least
will be covered by
way
insurance.
less
However, this
common?
updated recommendation
Because it
finally
could maybe
aligns
just
the
be less
United
common. Let's
States
see.
with other advanced and developed nations around the world. More importantly, it aligns us with common sense and knowledge. Decades ago, children received only a small fraction of the vaccines required today. In those times,
hold on.
people were much healthier. And
So here's the answer. I asked if it existed before the 1990s. It says yes, autism existed long before the 1990s. It was clinically described in the 1940s, with the underlying traits almost certainly present much earlier in human history, though unrecognized or labeled differently. Diagnosed prevalence has risen sharply since then, particularly from the late 1980s, 1990s onward, but the bulk of the increase is widely attributed to expanded diagnostic criteria, greater awareness, screening, and diagnostic substitution rather than a massive true rise in incidence of the core condition. Okay, that makes sense. That sounds kind of like how like people think the world is getting crazier because they keep hearing all these stories in the news, but really what's happening is like as bad things happen, they get reported instantaneously to your pocket or your hand, you know, because you're holding your phone, right? Like so you're just hearing about all the bad things that are happening faster and more volume, so you think the world's getting crazier. But really, actually, like well, with the exception of the Ukraine war, right? Before that happened, we had less war-related death than ever before. But we have less child-related death than ever before. We have less disease-related death than ever before. We have less cancerous-related death than ever before. We have less homicides, you know, like homicide-related death. There's just so much less death, right? People are older. They're living to be older, you know. They say people that are going to live to be like 150 have already been born. Okay. So like things are getting better. We're just hearing about them more often. And I think that's kind of what's happening here with autism is like they're saying, it's like, we're just diagnosing more people. Like the diagnosis is happening more because we're looking into it more. Like the volume of people with it have stayed the same. We're just seeing it more because people are going and getting diagnosed. That's what it's saying. So, you know, I mean, I just looked it up. You know, I mean, I don't know. I always just look everything up so we can know. I'd rather like know what's real and talk about what's real than, you know, sometimes like I remember when I was younger, I used to stubbornly want to not admit something that I was wrong about something, even though like I get proven to me, you know, and all that did was like stunt my growth and intelligence, you know what I mean? So the best thing I ever did in my adult life was admit when I'm wrong about stuff. And that's why I love AI. I'm always constantly just fact checking everything so I can just know what the correct answer is on stuff. That way, before I just start spouting something off, you know, so I do make mistakes. Sometimes I'll believe something and I didn't look it up, but usually I look stuff up. Here we go.
of course, the high rates of autism now observed did not exist. So there's a reason for such epidemic rates of autism, and we're going to bring it back to much closer.
AI tells me what to think. Okay, so hold on. So hold on a second. I'm using an AI specifically that sources everything that it says. Okay, so let me pull that back up then, because I'll just show you. Like, here's the sources. It sources its results. So here we go. Right. So So here's all the sources. It's not just AI. AI is pulling from these academic sources and research papers. Like here's a paper on it from a college, right? Here's I mean, I don't know what these are. I'm just saying it comes with sources. Here's cdc.gov. That one's pretty, I know what that one is. So it has sources and the results. That's why I like Grok, because it'll source what it's saying. So, I mean, if you know, if you don't want to just trust what an AI is saying, then use one that provides the sources of where it's getting its information. That way it could be a lot more, you know, trustworthy for you. That's what I do. Anyways, moving on.
Well, we do not know exactly what the cause is with respect to autism. It is essential to our research efforts that we have the very best vaccine recommendations in the entire world.
Gemini's half decent
so
sourcing
we're reducing
too. Nice.
them. We're changing it to visits over a period of a year and a half. So they get 20% of what they would have gotten in one big shot. A big shot like the size of a large glass of something. This announcement is a major victory for parents' rights, for religious and constitutional rights, and for the gold standard science, and we will continue to do the research and update the recommendations as we learn more.
You don't take any
And I
more
think you're gonna see
vaccines?
some
I haven't taken
amazing-
any in a long time, but I'm not necessarily against vaccines. Like, I was in the Marines. I got fucking all kinds of crazy shit, dude. They gave me all kinds of vaccinations, especially before we like go overseas, whether you're going to go on to like just different countries on a booze cruise or if you're like deploying or whatever, which I did both. So I got all the fucking shots. And I don't know, they made me like superhuman immune to all kinds of shit, bro. They gave me like immunity to anthrax. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Apparently you could like pass that on. Like if you have kids, you could pass on these immunities and stuff. That's kind of cool. But I haven't taken vaccines in years, dude. Like I bet like when I was in the military, they make you take them, and then I get out. I'm too lazy to go get them. You know what I mean? Plus, like sometimes they make you feel like shit, and like I know that's how it works, but it still sucks, and I just avoid it.
Results, breaking it up. It's not only that you're doing fewer vaccines or jabs, as they say, but you're doing them in a series of visits to the doctor, much smaller amounts. To ensure Americans benefit from these
You have no
recommendations,
job.
my administration
I
is
do
fully
pretty good
committed to
doing
using
this.
every tool at our disposal,
You
including
pay
a
quarterly
review of
taxes?
potential funding and finding. Frankly, we're doing funding and we're doing findings. And the findings will be announced almost immediately as we gain some strong surety. So now I'd like to have Bobby say a few words, followed by Jay, Heidi, and Jamie, and then I'll sign the executive order, which I'm very excited about. Because I came in and I said, I want to find what's going on
Not me.
with
Oh,
autism.
okay, sorry.
It's many, many times what it used to be years ago. And it gets progressively worse, and we had progressively more and more vaccines. So in a nutshell, and you can see it through this, we're breaking up the vaccines and we're breaking them up into time periods.
I like this. This seems cool.
Okay.
So basically, the argument is, the argument isn't saying let's not give kids vaccines. The argument is let's give them vaccines in phases, so we don't just shoot them all up with all this stuff all at once. That, you know what I mean? And it just like, I don't know. I think this makes people feel better about it. That's for sure. You know, people don't trust it. You know, the trust isn't there in the vaccines. It's very apparent. Go online, look in the chat right now. The trust in the vaccines isn't there, right? So doing them all at once freaks people out. Spreading it out makes them feel better about it. They're not saying don't do it. I personally, I'm not afraid of vaccines. I understand how they work, right? Like it's just, you know, I'm not going to debate about it. It's fine. You guys can. Now, I'm not against anyone having their own choice not to get a vaccine. I don't want to force anyone. You're American, God damn it. Okay, so if you don't want to get a vaccine, don't fucking get one, dude. And I'll never give you shit for it because I don't care. I don't give a fuck if you get a vaccine or not. You know, if I had kids, I'd get my kids vaxxed. I'd vax my kids. But I wouldn't give someone else shit for not vaccinating their kids. It's their own fucking decision. I'm not part of that family. Who the fuck do I think I am telling them what to do with their kids? You know what I'm saying? That's my stance. So I'm just kind of like, everyone do what you want. I do think that vaccines save fuck tons of lives. You know, like this. I believe in that science 100%. As a righty, like 100%. You know, there's a reason why in the military we're vaccinating all of our fucking soldiers and Marines when we send them overseas. Because it works. It makes it so they don't get fucking sick over there and they can do their job. You know what I mean? Like it works, right? So like, anyways, I'm not trying to get into that. But you guys make your own decisions on that. I think this is cool because it spaces it all out. I do think that there's things that probably happen with vaccines to humans that we don't understand yet, that we will understand in the future. And, you know, it just sounds kind of wild shooting everyone up all at the same time and spreading it out. I don't know. Sounds, it feels better. I don't know if it makes any difference scientifically, but it sounds like it could. It feels like, you know what I mean?
So complicated. And we think we're going to have a tremendous result from doing that.
Wait until my
Very
daughter was a
simply,
toddler until we did vaccines with her.
Large amounts of
Yeah, that sounds fine to me.
Large amounts of, like, vats of vaccine are currently pumped into
Polio
your
vaccines are tried and
child's
tested for
body.
decades.
And
Yeah.
we're doing 20% of that at each visit. And we'll let time elapse between visits so the body can handle this massive amount of fluid being pumped in. I think it's going to make a big difference. You know, there are
I don't
some
know.
groups that
if it really
have virtually
matters.
no problem with autism, and
Yeah, I don't know what's causing autism. It could, I don't know what it is, but I don't think that it's going up. I think that it's just we're more. I don't think it's going up. I think that humans have just been autistic for a long time.
I have to say this: they're groups that aren't big into the world of vaccines. So there's something wrong when we see record numbers
Yeah, smash
all
or
the time,
pass,
every
guys.
year
Smash
for
or pass.
years and years. Every year gets higher.
On Trump, I
autism.
smash. Or Trump, I pick smash.
And we think we have a very good
The chicks from the
recommendation,
island.
and a lot of good things are happening. We're going to be releasing some very detailed papers. Here's another one.
Why am I laughing
European
at that? That's so
countries
fucked
versus
up.
the United
Dude,
States.
that's
So
funny. Holy shit.
These are high level, very medically powerful European countries. You see the top,
Israeli
really
honeypot.
charges a
Yeah.
lot. But that's the difference.
Jesus.
So with that, I'd like to have Bobby say a few words, please, and then we'll go to the others. Please, Bobby.
Bobby.
Thank you, Mr. President. I want to start
Bobby's turn.
just reinforcing something that the president said, which is the source of his concern about this issue. And I'll just give an example. In 1970, the biggest epidemiological study at that time in history was performed. And the university scientists from across this country looked at all the 8-year-olds in Wisconsin, about 900,000 children.
Autism is much. I'm shit. I
They
might have
were looking
autism. I
for
can't speak.
autism, and they
Autism is much more widely recognized, and the definition of autism has widened. This is not rocket science. Yeah, I just literally just looked it up. Like, that was kind of my guess and understanding, but I just wanted to look it up. Has it like gone up? It felt like it has gone up, but the reason why it feels like it's gone up is because it's just being diagnosed more. The same volume of people have it. According to my research that I looked, I used Grok sourced medical shit, and then I just trusted it. So that's the extent. I didn't go check the sources, but they're there. So I'm like, cool. It has sources. One of them was from the CDC. That seemed legit. Yeah. I if you want someone that's gonna go read up on it like a scientist, I'm not a scientist. I'm not gonna go read all that shit. I'm just gonna trust the result. Yep.
knew what autism
Grok
was.
sourced medical shit, bro. That's all I need personally. Right? Unashamed. I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna believe it until I have some evidence to say otherwise of what I was shown. I am willing to bet that like most of the time, the things when I'm fact checking them and I'm just asking for an unbiased fact check, Grok is gonna give me the honest answers. I believe that it's programmed pretty good. It has a chance that it's gonna be wrong sometimes, but I'm willing to just say fuck it. That's a chance I'm willing to take. Fuck it. I don't care. People can be, and I don't think you should either. I think everyone should just do that. It's fine. Just that one sources stuff. Like, you want to go write a research paper on it, then go track down the fucking sources and write your own shit.
And they came back with an incident rate of 0.8 per 10,000. So less than 1 in 10,000. The rate, according to CDC
Love Grok.
today in this
Amazing.
country, is 1 in every 31 children. In California, it's 1 in every 19 children, 1 in every 12.5 boys. Oh, there has been a dramatic increase. One of the things that the industry likes to say,
Grok was invented by Fauci.
which the press
Jesus.
loves to parrot, is, oh, we're just noticing it more. But this is an absurdity, and this is an assertion that has been debunked again and again and again by peer-reviewed literature. But it's also debunked by common sense. Because if we were
So,
just
like, supporting
noticing
Trump?
it
I
more,
just
we would
disagreed with the
notice
guy.
it in older groups.
What the
But
fuck?
we're not.
I just fact
We're
checked the
only
guy. What he's
noticing
saying, like,
kids
this is whatever. This
were born
isn't doing anything.
Around 1989 or after. The older generations, you're not seeing those increases. So something happened.
There's things I like that Trump does, and there's
mid-90s
things that I don't like that Trump
that
does.
changed our children, and it has to be an environmental
So many of you are
because
like,
genes don't cause that.
since I don't like Trump, you can't like anything that he does. You understand how crazy that is? Some of you guys are like that, right? Like, bro, some things I can agree with. I like Trump accounts. I like no tax on tips. I like the Trump RX. He's slapping his name on a bunch of things that are actually pretty lefty, to be honest, and people are against it because he's the one doing it. It's wild to me. I like these things. Drug prices, let's bring them down. Well, they're actually fucking doing work on that. That's happening. There's positive movement happening on that. The no tax on tips, there's a time limit on it. It's going to expire, but we have that for right now. That's pretty dope for people that are working in the gig community, the gig economy, dude. Bro, up to $20,000 in tips and the overtime too. People working, that's so much money. That's so much money for people, bro. Your average person. It's insane. It's absolutely life-changing. Fucking the investment into every new child born to have $1,000 into the Trump account that compounds for 18 years. And they can add on top of it as well, teaching our youth the power of investing, how you can have money compounded into more money. These are all positive things. These are all dope things. I don't give a fuck that he's an asshole. I don't give a fuck that he's a meanie. There's other... I don't like the Iran thing, but I will also say I feel relieved that Iran's never going to have a bomb now at this point. Like, we're stuck into this at this point, right? So it's like, it already happened. I don't like that we're spending all this money and we're there. I don't want anything like that, but I also feel good about them not being able to do nukes because they're crazy, because I know they're crazy. They're crazy, and I don't want to spend the money on them, but like, you can't have your cake and eat it too. What do you want from me? Yeah, dude, I support some things that Trump does and other things I don't. Some things are complicated, like the Iran thing. It's like, I support it and don't support it at the same time. I don't know what the fuck we're supposed to do. Everyone thinks they have all the answers, right? And they were like, well, just do this. And it's like, it's not always that easy. It's really not. And we're not involved in it. It's super complex, and they're dealing with it. Again, like, people get all fucking like ridiculous. Like, you can support and not support things that Trump says or does, right? I mostly don't. The shit that he says comes from his mouth, I'm just enjoying the entertainment. That's fucking hilarious to me. It's just it's a fun period in time where we get to see this crazy shit get said all the time. It's wild, because like, that's not going to happen ever again. So I'm enjoying that. I'm making videos laughing at it, bro. It's fucking great. Okay. There's other things, like, here's a big one I really was against. When he said that trans people can't have guns, right? I was like, what the fuck? But they're Americans, right? Like Second Amendment, motherfucker. Like, why don't they get Second Amendment? I was like against that. I was also against the flag burning. I'm a vet. I went to Iraq. I went to fucking war, dude. All right. It's like, I should be like the sensitive one about the flags being burned. It should be legal to burn a flag. But we should also be able to burn a trans flag. Like, any of them. All right. We should be like, it's fucking freedom of speech. Straight up. Okay. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, there's all kinds of things that Trump does and says, and that I could pull off the top of my head that I don't agree with. But you can't have somebody that's in charge, that you want to be in charge, do everything that you want. There's going to be things that they do that you don't like. You know what I mean? When Obama was president, there was a lot of things he did that I didn't like. But I'll tell you one thing that I did like that he did do. A lot of people don't realize this, and this is probably the most profound thing that he did. He's the reason SpaceX exists. He opened up the space industry to private companies. That was in 2010. And since 2010, look how far SpaceX has come under Elon Musk. That's crazy. Obama did that. No other it was locked down, government only, right? He opened up the private sector to space, which helped America become the leading space, leading in space by a long shot. I don't like Obama, but that's one thing that he did that's positive. I can admit that because it's positive. It's not that fucking hard. So good things that Trump does. If you don't like Trump, you can at least admit the positive things, like bringing down drug prices. Dope. No tax on tips. Dope. That's good for the working man. These are good things. You don't like it because it was used as a vehicle to get elected and get votes. That's what pisses you off about it, right? So you're overlooking the actual positive nature of it because it earned him the power to be president. So that's the thing that's pissing off lefties. But really, I think that it's healthier to be more real, be more of a real person, right? And don't just be blinded by whatever the fuck. So anyways, I'm going to keep going with this.
Dynamics. It can provide a vulnerability, you need an environmental toxin. And what the president has charged us with is finding which one of those exposures or which collection of exposures are causing this epidemic. For decades, I fought for a simple principle. When it comes to the health of our children, government has an obligation to follow the evidence wherever it leads. Tell the American
You never
people
doubted
the
Trump?
truth
I
and
did.
give parents information
I was
they
like, there's no
need
way
to
he's
make
running again, and then
informed
he did, and then he
decisions
won.
for their families.
Blew my mind.
Mr. President, you gave us
I knew he was going to win when he got
a mandate to
shot.
do just that.
When he got shot, I was like, he won. He's
You
president.
directed HHS to examine America's childhood vaccine recommendations against the best available science and the practices
Is that a
of
robot?
other
Oh, yeah, I can't get a girls, so I
We did
just
that
have
work,
a
and on
Tesla
January
bot.
5th,
Takes
HHS
care
and
of me, it's my
CDC
caring
overhauled the childhood
robot.
immunization
Does all kinds of
schedule,
things. Everything a man
reducing
needs.
the number of diseases universally recommended for vaccines
Yeah.
from
Yeah, I
17
can't get
to
no puss,
11.
so I had to get a
And
robot.
establishing distinct categories of recommendations based upon the scientific evidence.
Brittany bot, come here.
Our assessment found that the United States recommended
thing
more
doesn't always listen
childhood
to me.
vaccines than any other peer nation. President Trump
This is my robot.
mentioned the
This is
number
my-
of 72
my love bot.
jabs before 18, but it actually
Come
can
back,
be
robot.
up to 94 jabs.
This
And nobody
disobedient.
else
Doesn't always
has
listen.
anything like that.
Just dozing off.
And many other countries, or most other countries, achieve high vaccination
I get a little
rates
power nap too. Fuck
through
it.
education, informed consent, and public trust rather than mandates. Today, with this executive order, you are building on that work and acting on that evidence. We will preserve access to vaccines, strengthen safety
She needs an
monitoring,
update. Yeah, I need to
expand
update your
research,
software.
give doctors and parents better information, and restore informed consent and parental choice to their rightful place in American medicine. At HHS, we are already moving across multiple agencies, FDA, CDC, NIH, ARPA-H, NTP, the National Toxicity Program, and other parts of the department. We have already launched unprecedented research effort examining vaccine safety and long-term health outcomes in American children. We are putting some of the largest health data sets in the country to work, including CDC's Vaccine Safety Data Link, FDA's BEST systems, and other major federal and private health
How
data
long has
sources.
his voice been like that?
We're pursuing dozens of studies and analyses. We are comparing health outcomes in vaccinated versus unvaccinated children. We're examining aluminum adjuvants, the timing of the hepatitis B vaccine, vaccines administered during pregnancy, and outcomes ranging from allergies to autoimmune disease to autism and other neurodevelopmental disorders. At NIH, the National Institute of Allergy and
The guy
Infectious
talking sounds like he's on the
Diseases,
verge of
National
tears.
Institute of Environmental Health Sciences.
Yeah, kinda. I can hear.
Are
I can see
working with the
that.
National Toxicity Program
That's
on a
RFK.
comprehensive review of vaccine adjuvants, ingredients that are added to
Make America
vaccines
healthy again.
to amplify the body's immune response. They will determine what the existing science establishes and where uncertainty remains and where we need additional research. We're bringing that same determination to autism. NIH has launched the Autism Data Science Initiative with 13 research awards examining autism prevalence, causes, treatments, and services. 5 of these will include vaccines among the potential factors that they examine. Dr. Bhattacharya will discuss that work in greater detail. Next month, ARPA-H
If my cum
is
was
preparing a
increased by
major
even
new
$20,000
initiative
a year, my
focused on
quality of
foundational
life would be a lot
causes
better.
and biology of autism and on better
Oh,
diagnostics,
typo. You meant income.
treatments, technology.
Never mind. I was like, what the
tools for
fuck
people
did I
with
just
autism
read
and
from
their
you?
families. We will examine every biologically plausible hypothesis and leave no legitimate scientific question unexplored. Mr. President, you have told us that you want answers, so do I. We have just over 2 years.
That's
to finish
definitely
the
a
work,
typo.
and I know you're impatient,
That's
and we are moving with urgency as that deadline demands. We will bring you actions and findings as soon as they are ready. We will not wait for the
bros.
90
You guys are all
day
talking about the
period.
girl in the
Within
red
90
scarf,
days,
right?
As you have directed,
You guys
we
are all
will
talking about the
deliver
girl in the red scarf.
the full response required
But
by
you're
this
forgetting
executive order. Our
about the
task
girl in the
force
red
on safer
dress.
childhood vaccines was established by Congress in 1986.
Don't forget about the girl in the red dress, all right?
1998.
Yeah.
Last year, after nearly 3 decades,
Smash or pass.
this
Let me know, chat.
administration
Smash or pass.
reinstated
Girl in the
it
red
as
dress.
required by the statute. And
Smash
yet
or
it was
pass.
discontinued.
Let's see it.
And you restored that congressional mandate. The task force is already working to expand vaccine options Examine the timing and sequencing of childhood
Big
vaccine strength and safety
you
monitoring.
are beautiful.
Advance research into
Diet
alternative
Coke and a
adjuvants
pizza,
and
please.
continuously
Diet
evaluate
Coke and
risks
I'm on my knees
benefits.
singing.
Using
Big
American
girls,
and
you are
international
beautiful.
efforts taken together, this is what gold standard science means. No predetermined answers, no institutional taboos, no sacred cows.
All right,
no
RFK,
hiding
smash or
uncertainty.
pass?
Test the hypothesis.
RFK,
examine the
smash or
data,
pass?
Replicate the results. Tell the
Times are
public
tough,
what we
I'm not
find
picky.
and be honest. This is the standard you've set for this administration. It's this standard I intend to enforce at HHS, Mr.
Smash or
President.
pass?
You asked us to get this done, and we are getting it done. And we will keep working with urgency until
Smash,
American
smash, a lot of
parents
smashing,
have
a couple
confidence
passes.
in the medical advice that their government gives them.
You're all a
is
bunch of
worthy
fucking
their
clowns.
trust. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I
Mr.
know.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Bobby.
That's true.
And Jay, please.
Today's a historic day for public health in this country. The executive order
MJ, smash or pass?
recognizes the plight of
The Indian
millions
guy.
of parents across the country
Doesn't
with
sound
autistic
Indian.
children. Autism is a very complicated condition with very heterogeneous, ranging from relatively mild symptoms where
been
where
so
kids
long,
are
smash.
full functioning.
Pass,
to
pass,
a
lots of pass.
devastating
Everyone's
condition
passing.
that
The
fundamentally
hell?
alters
Everyone's
their
passing.
lives and
You
the
racist.
lives of their families.
All right.
I've
He's got,
heard
bro,
from
he's got a
Secretary
perfect
Kennedy
American
and from the
accent. He's
President
American.
Their passion
He's American.
for the plight
Look,
of these
you-
families.
you racist.
To see how we can
No
help
smash?
them understand the
do you
condition.
know smash?
To help prevent those conditions from happening in the first place.
Look at him.
And what this executive
Looks a
order
beautiful
does is
Indian
it
man.
orders us at HHS to
Curry
take this
time?
extremely seriously,
He's
as we have been for the last
smashing
year and
curry,
a half,
bro. It was a good
and
night.
more of the presidency. At the NIH, what we've done is we have established the Autism Data Science
no,
Initiative,
no.
which started
All right, let's do Trump. Smash or
almost
pass
a year,
on Trump.
actually more than a year ago,
Smash or
where
pass?
we funded a dozen and more major research teams to answer the question of what is the cause of autism. It's a complicated biological phenomenon.
say smash.
It's not
Hard-
going to be a
100%
simple answer.
smash. Hard smash.
It will have, as the Secretary said, potentially genetic predisposition, but that cannot possibly
okay.
explain why we've seen such a large rise in autism. There must be some other environmental factors involved, and that's the
Eating that
basis
neck
for
badge?
thinking
Oh my God,
that's
bro,
driving these
gross.
dozen and more research
What the
teams that are
fuck?
looking at this.
What?
When the science takes time. It's very frustrating, and I know I felt that frustration
Dude.
myself as a scientist. You don't get answers immediately, but the teams have been working assiduously for a year, and the main,
All right, smash or pass?
the main thing I want to emphasize that we've already accomplished in that year is we've changed how people and the scientific community thinks about autism. You've given them permission to ask the question that would otherwise have been difficult to answer otherwise. If you come to an answer that links autism to some other politically correct things, and you all of a sudden have this link, as a scientist, you fear that your career is going to be over. What we've done in this administration is we've given permission to scientists to honestly answer this question, to find the link for the first time. And with the change in the vaccine recommendations that the
got
president
that
has
brain
signed,
dead look.
what you have
Nice.
given is parents a choice, autonomy, a decision-making over how they want the vaccines given to their kids. I believe
so funny. This shit's
fundamentally
so
that
fun.
many vaccines are important.
I love
like
streaming
said
this.
Measles,
This
for
is
instance,
fun.
The measles vaccine is important if we
This
want
shit
to
gets
take
boring,
control
dude. We gotta
of
make
the
our
measles
own
outbreak.
fun. This
At the
guy-
same time,
bro,
we
we
shouldn't
get
be
it.
keeping kids
Vaccines
out of
make
school
retarded
because
people. Okay,
they
moving on.
They have made different decisions
No, I'm
than
just
other
kidding, they
parents.
don't, but-
Our European colleagues don't do that. A lot of the
I wanna hear
collapse
Trump
in trust
ramble
in
about,
public,
like, Iran or
in
something.
public health has come because of these mandates that we've seen imposed during the Biden administration on the COVID vaccine and so many other things. What this does is it restores autonomy of families and parents to make good decisions for their kids. It allows and continues to emphasize the importance of
Why is she
science
holding her
in
stomach?
recommendations about vaccines, and
It's bubbling,
fundamentally
bro.
restores a sort of a healthy relationship
She
between
had some-
public health
she had
and
some
parents, more in line with what
complimentary
happens in European countries than in
Oval
the
Office
United States,
McDonald's earlier.
where the childhood outcomes are often much better than we see here. It's a big first step.
Bro,
that we
hit
were,
that Diet Coke- hit that Diet
that
Coke
builds
button.
on what we've been
Let's do it.
working on the
Hit the
last
Diet
year and a
Coke
half.
button. Where is it?
Toward
Why can't I see Diet Coke button?
a more sane public health system that sees healthy kids grow
Just got
up
diarrhea.
without
you
pressure,
can't spell
without
diarrhea,
undue,
and neither can
undue
I.
influence,
I cannot
to
spell
make,
diarrhea.
to make good decisions for their
Like literally,
families
guys,
and
try it. Don't cheat. Try and spell
Steve,
diarrhea. You
Thank you,
can't
Mr.
spell it.
President.
That word is impossible.
Because of your courage and leadership, Mr. President, millions of parents all over America
I can't
today
spell it.
are breathing an enormous sigh of relief. I say this as the parent of young
Pregnant?
children
Is she
myself.
got poop? Maybe.
Millions and millions of parents feel they've been
See,
pressured
you guys can't
when their
see-
children
one
are
guy
just
got it.
weeks out of the hospital
Diarrhea.
to take
Bro, it's
5
so hard to
shots,
spell.
6
I
shots,
can't
7
spell
shots
that one.
all at once. They're told it'll be normal. Your
Why
kid will
can't
have
we
a
spell
fever of
diarrhea?
103 for 3 or 4 days. Your
Upset
kid will stop
stomach,
eating for a
diarrhea.
week. Your kid's going to change all their
Ooh,
sleeping. Don't worry, it's totally fine.
Pepto-Bismol.
It's totally normal. Nobody has studied it. Nobody's
Oh, the
looked
bald
at it.
guy.
Nobody's
They
thought
hate-
about it. The
bro, the
pressure
lefties hate this guy.
from the pharmaceutical
They
industry
hate this
and
guy.
from
It
aspects
makes
of the
me
medical
like him
industry
even more.
to pump
I
your
forgot his
kids
name.
full of shots days after birth with no understanding of the long-term consequences has been a medical travesty. This is an issue, Mr. President, that you have been leading on for years, and of course the man to your left has been leading on this issue for years as well, too. It's a really incredible
smell
moment
rain.
to stand here today and finally see the
raining?
concerns of parents around this country addressed. There's been so much heartache where parents
Rain
have had
soon.
healthy children
Yep.
with no issues. They know they've been pressured into doing things that they didn't want to do, and medical science has told them for years that their concerns are not valid. This order does 2 fundamental, incredibly important things. First is we get off of this ridiculous path of having our children get 70 to 90 shots. That is wantonly
Wait,
excessive.
what?
Remember, each and every one of these shots produces a profound immunological response.
What the
so
fuck?
across any large
That's
population,
so many.
if you give a kid shot after shot
Is it
after
really
shot,
that many?
you're going to have vaccine
Or is that
injury.
exaggeration?
You're going to have immunological issues. You're going to have potentially neurological issues. Secondly, and so important to you, Mr.
name is
President,
Stephen
is the
Miller.
unbundling of the shot. Why do you need to have these shots bundled into these packages? Why can't you split it into 5 visits and give this young body, if a parent wants to do a
Stephen
vaccine,
Miller
1 shot at a time?
says
Why is it that in
kids
Japan you
get
can get
up
a
to
separate
90
measles shot, a
shots
separate mumps
when
shot, a separate
getting
rubella shot? But in America, it has to all be
vaccinated.
packaged together.
Is
This
this
is a
true?
courageous action, Mr.
Was that
President.
struck?
This is an action that ensures the dignity of patients, the dignity of parents. It restores
So I'm just checking this. I said Stephen Miller says kids get up to 90 shots when they're getting vaccinated. Is this true? No, it's not accurate. Stephen Miller has claimed that children get 70 to 90 shots under the prior U.S. childhood vaccine schedule, describing it as wantonly excessive. Similar high figures around 69, 92, 72, or 80 have been repeated by others, including RFK and Trump. These numbers are inflated or based on the most extreme counting methods. Okay, how the numbers are counted. The CDC childhood adolescent recommends vaccines protecting against a limited set of diseases, roughly 14 to 18, depending on the exact year and inclusions. Okay. This is why I like to look stuff up, right? So, like, listen, I love Trump. I like most of the things he's doing, right? But sometimes they're just saying shit. So this is why we look it up. Like, that just sounds like an insane amount of shots. I've never heard of that. That's why I had to stop. I was like, wait, what the fuck? 70 to 90 shots? I've never heard of that. Like, I was thinking like 10 or something. It's a little bit more. It's 14 to 18 is what they're saying. And depending if they're doing COVID shots or not. Right? And so, I mean, that's why we look stuff up. You know, we want to be honest and real, right? I'm going to be honest and real. Trump, like, they don't say things like that is a crazy number that he's saying. Yeah, super exaggerated, right?
choice. It says we're going to let the parent and the doctor make a sound medical decision. And I'll just say one more time, the fact that you have had the courage to push this forward, knowing the unfair
You're shocked that
criticisms
Stephen Miller
from
is a
some in the
professional liar?
establishment.
Do I seem shocked? No, I'm not. These are, bro, they're politicians. They lie. What the fuck are you talking about? They all lie. Okay, which one doesn't? Like, tell me which one doesn't, dude. I always say, like, pick your favorite liar. Trump's my favorite liar. Yeah, dude. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, you can't support anyone. Then I guess you can't pick anyone. You're never allowed to vote based off of that principle. Come on, get real. Like, let's talk about see. This is the reality channel, okay? This is the reality channel. You're in your feelings right now. They all lie. He just said some shit that was crazy. I was like, that doesn't check out in my brain. I need to look it up. And I did, like a normal fucking person. And you're still giving me shit. This is why you guys lose. This is why there's more righties now. You're forcing us to be righties. You're forcing us to be, I'm like, I was way more in the middle. I'm a big mix of so many different beliefs, right? I'm a righty now, apparently. I've never said that in my life. I'm now a righty because of you guys. I didn't choose this. You did. You made me go this way because you guys are nuts. I can't even look up, like, be like, whoa, that doesn't sound right. And then go fact check somebody on my own side without getting shit from you. That makes more righties. You understand? You're causing more of us. Stupid.
And to give the chance for Bobby, who spent decades representing parents, to stand here today. It's such a profound moment. It's such a beautiful moment. And it's going to lead to such incredible advances in our understanding of children's health and making sure that, yes, we can be a country that has safety and security for our families and our children, while at the same time protecting patient choice. You can have both these things. This order accomplishes it. I'm so proud to be standing here today, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Steve. Thank you. Heidi?
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. It's an honor to be here today. It is a historic day and a historic action. Many people have asked the difference between this executive order and what you signed in December,
it's our favorite
memorandum, and what you signed later on in May. Just want to quickly
This
answer
was everyone's
that
favorite girl in the
December,
room.
The presidential memorandum directed
Everyone
HHS
in the
to
chat
produce the
likes
scientific
her way
assessment
more
that they
than
did,
this girl
and
over
then they
here.
overhauled the vaccine schedule.
This girl over here, you guys
Those
don't.
actions
No,
have
you
since
don't.
been held
You guys
up in
don't want
court.
her on the screen. You guys
And
want her.
So right now,
We're gonna put her on
Americans
screen.
don't
This is
have
what you
access
guys
to that
want.
information, and you are correcting that wrong today.
She got
and saying,
tortilla
I am
fingers,
giving
dude.
Americans
She
this
makes burritos.
information directly so that they know what HHS found in the scientific assessment themselves.
She's
But most
like undercover
importantly,
Latina.
States are actually the place where school vaccination requirements are implemented. It's state laws and regulations, and the CDC would advise the states
Healthy.
on those policies. Since January
Yeah, dude.
2026, 28
She
states
on a good
have no
diet,
longer
you know?
agreed to the
She's
CDC,
eating good.
and they recommend their own policies. A lot of those states are blue states, and they're working with outside entities like the American Academy of Pediatrics that still rely on the recommendations that were in place in 2024 with the 72 injections by age 18. So you are saying, especially to states that are willing, take a look at this scientific assessment. These are the gold standard childhood vaccine recommendations, and you should put this into your state law so that when parents go to enroll their kids in school, they do not have to meet some of the requirements for the vaccines that are no longer recommended
she
for
makes
all
good
children.
breakfast.
That brings us in line with European nations. And importantly, those nations do not have vaccine mandates for school. A lot of those nations maintain vaccination rates for measles above 90%. Denmark, Ireland, Spain, Portugal all have vaccination rates for measles above 90% without mandates for school. And so they do that through increased public trust and education and letting parents be informed and make those decisions. We are encouraging to adopt those decisions here today. We do still recommend the measles vaccine for all children, but we want parents to be informed about the timing and to have the option to separate them out. So, Mr. President, this is a historic action. We are going to be working directly with states so that we're not reliant on the court case to resolve. We are doing it right away so that parents get the benefit from state laws changing.
Great. Thank you
Mr.
very
President.
much. When you hear that number, where it was 1 in 10,000 20 years ago, and now it's 1 in 30, or in California 1 in 18, that something happened in the meantime. Something happened environmentally or otherwise, but it's not just happenstance. Something went wrong.
I think we should continue to investigate it, but I think the answers are kind of obvious. It's just the analogy earlier, like the reason why people think the world is getting worse is because of the news, but really, like, there's a lot less death across the board in all realms, like from diseases, child death, war. It was war-related death until Ukraine. Now we have the worst war-related deaths since World War II. That's crazy. But we were able to say that at one point. We could still say that for America. We have less war-related death than ever. In a long time. So, like, there's that, but yeah, I don't know. So that's kind of, I think, what's happening with the autism thing, but I think it should still be investigated. You know what I mean? Like, is there anything that we're doing in our habits as humans with the products we're consuming and the things that are around us in our lives that are causing anything? Is there any way that we can, like, make it happen less? Now, here's the thing too, right? Here's a joke for you guys. I think this is an amazing time for this joke. If a retarded person or an autistic person dies and goes to heaven, are they still retarded or autistic? Or are they fixed? Just saying, you know? I mean, think about it. Both. I mean, you think about it, you know what I mean? So, if I say, like, if they stay that way, then I guess that's the way they're meant to be, right? Then there's nothing to fix. But if they're fixed in heaven, then maybe we should fix it on earth. Maybe they like being retarded. I like being retarded. So I get that.
Some bad things were recommended. Think of it. So you have 1 in 10,000, and now it's 1 in 30. California, 1 in 18. And we got to get to the bottom of it. Please.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm a mom, first and foremost. I have a 3.5-year-old, and I have another one on the way. And Mr. President,
that's why she's grabbing. She doesn't have to poop. You've done in this country. She has a baby coming. That's what it is. She's pregnant. She's reproducing. Good for her.
With the vaccines, the food systems, you as well, Secretary Kennedy. I believe health is the #1 issue in this country. If you don't have health and we don't have a healthy country, we don't have anything at all. And no parent should feel the pressure of immediately their child is born and a bunch of vaccines are pressured and pushed upon them. This is about freedom at the end of the day. This is what this country was built on. Freedom for parents to make the decisions that best suit their kid. And I'm not anti-vaccine at all. I'm pro-vaccine, but we want to be able to have the freedom to space it out and to choose which one works for our child. We don't believe that there's a one-size-fits-all solution for every child. So we're so thankful for everything that you're doing, Mr. President. It's just extraordinary.
Like the polio vaccine, it's amazing. Other vaccines, amazing.
Yeah.
But some, there's questions about. We're going to figure it out.
There's nothing wrong with asking questions.
You know, the expression is we have really no choice.
Free the mannequin.
And, nothing bad can happen from what we're doing. Nothing bad can happen.
She's from the 1960s.
It's possible it doesn't work. I don't think that's much of a possibility, frankly. We're going to learn a lot.
Bro, true.
If we could go back 20 years, 25 years, something happened in between that would lead us to the kind of numbers that we're seeing. So, could I have that and I'll sign it?
Yes, sir.
Very happy to sign it.
This is your executive order on establishing gold standard vaccine recommendations, sir. As previous speakers have indicated, this is going to establish essentially a new vaccine schedule that is fully informed by the research and data that we have from HHS and NIH and other aspects of the government. It also takes a very hard line on some of the more paternalistic issues that we've been talking about here, sir, in terms of infringing on parents' religious liberty or really just parents' ability to make decisions for their children. So as Heidi said, this is a very big deal. We're not waiting for anyone else to take action as you do so often, sir.
That's fucking
We're just going ahead and doing the right thing based on all of the best available research to ensure that America's parents and children are being as best protected by the federal government as they can be.
Very good. Thank you very much.
The famous Donald signature.
Okay. That's a big one in my book.
That's a big one. I love these. These are like meme templates, basically. Every time he does that, you can put whatever you want on there. And he's like, that's a big one.
Any questions, please?
I'm going to put my wiener on there.
Mr. President,
that's what I'm going
to
to do.
This big announcement, you've
so I'm just
also
going to hold it up and be like, that's a big one.
Imposing their latest demands. You
Make
said
me feel
this
better
last
about
round
myself.
of talks was Iran's last chance before decapitation. So what now? What comes next?
You'll find out.
Are you still, are massive escalation, is that still on the table?
Well, we have that, certainly that ability if we want to do that. Yeah, you'll find out.
You said you're low-keying it with them, that you're semi-negotiating. What exactly does that mean?
Well, they asked for reparations, you might say, or they asked for money for the damage that we've done. I said, that's a good idea. Well, we're going to ask for money for the damage they've done over a 50-year period. Whether you go SS Cole or whether you go all of the people that were so badly hurt, so badly wounded or killed, many thousands of people.
This is funny to me, dude.
And maybe damages for the 52,000 protesters over the last 4 months that were killed in Iran. We think their family should get damages for killing their person or their child or mother, father that were protesting. It's at least, it was 52,000 a month and a half ago. So now what is it? So if there's damages to be paid, I think Iran should pay those damages.
Mr. President,
Mr. President, are you frustrated with Senate Republicans?
Iran's like, all right, we're not agreeing to a deal unless you give us all this money and like pay us back all this stuff for fucking all our shit up. And then Trump's like, no, then you give us money for these things. I don't know. I just love it. It's just like he's just not playing along with anything they're doing. It is causing this to just last forever. But it's since there's nothing I could do about it, I'm just gonna laugh from the sidelines. It's actually kind of funny. No, you owe us money.
And Leader Thune for going home for recess without passing the Save America Act?
Well, I think they should pass voter ID. I think they should pass proof of citizenship. Basically, Save America, Save America Act. I think that should be something that we should absolutely get. Yeah.
Mr. President,
Iran is always going to be a lose-lose.
Yeah. Father, would you have vaccinated your children differently based on the recommendations?
Well, I did. I took my children for 5 different vaccinations. In other words, I broke it up. The one visit where they just pump,
where's the
seemingly looks like gallons.
I don't know.
Where they pump so much in. I took all of my children from day one. I believed in this a long time ago. I took them with my wife. I took them through 5 different visits to the doctor. Essentially, they get 20% each, and I had no problem. So.
Mr. President,
it's inconvenient. It's 5 stops, but it's something that I think will have a huge impact on autism. Yeah.
Mr. President, you mentioned
Yeah, ma'am, go.
The anti-weaponization fund, do you think it's still alive at this point? And are there any options that you're looking at to perhaps...
Well, that'll be up to Todd Blanche, who's our new, and who will be, I think, a great Attorney General. Yeah, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. Why does the establishment media so often seem to be against even asking questions about vaccines?
It's amazing. When you come up with a recommendation for a vaccine, it could be the medical groups, the pharmaceutical groups, I don't know, But
what's up, Papa Smurf SCU?
It is amazing. There's nothing that we lose with this. If
Trump obliterated
the worst
America.
thing that would happen would be nothing happens. We're not going to lose anything. At the same time, we could gain tremendous. We could save hundreds of thousands of lives, millions of lives. And I wish we could have done it a long time ago. We got stopped by court. We had a court, I guess, in Massachusetts that stopped us very early on. I believed in this for a long time, so now we're getting it done, and I think you're going to see potentially tremendous results. Yeah, Dan?
Mr. President, a topic on manufacturing. The Bureau of Labor Statistics put out some information last week saying that U.S. manufacturing
record manufacturing
4.6% increased in the first quarter of 2026. The Supply Management Institute PMI shows that manufacturing.
Everyone's focused on the girl, dude. It's so funny. Who's the girl on the left? It's some pregnant chick.
10 years at this point. Given all the statistics,
she keeps holding her belly. This baby's kicking it. My baby.
So we're doing record increases in the United States in manufacturing. A lot of that has to do with the tariffs because companies are coming in. They're not able to sell their product unless they come in because they have no tariff if they build their product, whether it's a car or something else. If they make it in the United States, there is no tariff. So they're coming in. We have a record number of factories under construction, factories, plants, things as such. Toyota just announced that they're building the largest car plant. They make cars plant in the world, anywhere in the world. They're leaving Mexico and they're coming to the United States. Many car plants, AI, other, they're opening. I will say that they're leaving Canada, they're leaving Mexico, they're leaving Germany, they're leaving Japan, they're leaving South Korea. They're coming into the United States because they don't want to pay a 25% tariff on a car, and they don't have to pay a tariff if they make it here. So we have the largest number of plants ever being built in the United States right now. Hard to believe, right? Because if you listen to some of our past projects, we'd never be a manufacturing country again. And these plants are going to start opening up in about 6 months. And I can only say that the next president will get a lot of credit for what I've done. Please remember it was me, not them.
Mr. President, I think I heard you say that the MMR vaccine for measles, mumps, and rubella is quite lethal. Is there any evidence of that?
MMR vaccine?
What I've heard is that there are some people that say it is that way. And I say, well, let's say there's a 5% chance of it. Let's split it up. Because they do say that given individual MMR, that give an individual, there is no impact. In fact, they've said how safe it seems to be.
Hey,
but
we
I've
got
heard
some
when you put them
jewels.
together,
Thank you
they
very
can
much.
be explosive. Yeah.
Mic drop.
Have you spoken with the new Attorney General or Jeanine Pirro about prosecuting Dr. Fauci?
I have not spoken to him about that, no.
Mr. President, Senators Rand Paul and Ron Johnson released some text messages from Anthony Fauci. It appears that as early as January
I'm going to go over those later.
2021, they knew that there could possibly be complications with pregnant women and miscarriages tied to the COVID vaccine. Yet the Biden administration health officials, they didn't change their rhetoric. Your reaction?
Well, the Biden administration was a disaster in every way.
Here we
would
go.
be just one way, but they have been a disaster in every single way. It's unimaginable what they did in that.
You got them going
Forget
now.
about weaponization. Forget even about, as important as what you're saying. So many of the open borders, the men and women's sports. They've just been a horrendous disaster, the highest inflation in history. And we're doing a great job.
Why'd you bring up Biden? Oh, my God.
Mr. President, thank you. Unbundling the shots into more visits means more co-pays for families. What's your recommendation for families that can't afford to keep paying for those visits?
Well, we're going to be working with them. We're going to work with the families, and we're going to make sure everything works out cost-wise very well. Yeah, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. What recommendations do you have for Republicans, heading into midterms right now? And are Democrats, with the candidates they're putting forward, making life easier for
Well, the one thing is we have jihadists being elected all over the place. We have this, whether it's communism, jihadism. It's a friend of mine called up. He said, really, you should use the word jihadist because that's what's happening. And I'm not sure that anybody, if you take a look at what happens in other countries, I think that's not going to be necessarily the way we want to live. But when you look at the radicalism and the craziness of the candidates and the stupidity of what they're suggesting, let's get rid of the Supreme Court, let's get rid of the presidency, let's get rid of the Senate.
Dog under the desk.
Sometimes I'd like to get rid of the Senate too, but I don't say it, and I wouldn't do it. But they want to get rid of the Senate. They want to get rid of, ideally, the House, but they're thinking about maybe keeping the House. Isn't that nice? These are people that have been not successful. They're people that have been, in many cases, failures. They come from other failed countries, and they come here and they tell us how to run our country. They come from places like, I won't mention because I don't want to get myself into a controversy, but they come from countries that are not great. They come from, let's say, as an example, Somalia. They come in and then they tell us how our Constitution, how our Declaration of Independence, how it works. It doesn't work that way, and they're not smart. They have no aptitude. They have nothing going, and they're telling us how to run our country. And I just don't think it's going to happen. I think that they start off, now I may be wrong, but they start off with a big disadvantage. People don't want to have radical lunatics involved in running our country, and that's what we have. We have people that are saying things that are so crazy. Now they're denying it, or they say, well, I've changed my mind. They want to defund our police. They want to terminate our military. No military. We don't want any military in our country. We don't want our police to be paid anymore. They want our police down to almost nothing.
Stupid idea.
It's like, doesn't make sense, right?
Doesn't make sense. No, dude, we need law and order. Duh.
Can you give us any estimate of when you think the Strait of Hormuz will be?
Well, it's open now. We're taking a lot of shit. It's open now. Look, the only one that has control of the Strait of Hormuz right now is the United States Navy. We have a blockade that's been infallible. It's a steel wall. And we let people in that we want to let in, and those people come in, and they've been coming in and they're going out. So it's actually open now. We do not let them go into Iran. They're not admitted into the Strait to go to Iran. But it's open for others. Now, a little bit
Trump
complex because they will, on occasion, drop a mine, and we find the mines. We've mine swept the entire Strait, as you probably maybe heard, maybe you didn't hear. But we control the Strait 100%. Now, can they make trouble? Yeah, they can make trouble. But they're broke. They have no money. Iran is broke, totally broke. And
highest inflation by POTUS, Biden.
And they have inflation of 300% as of last night. I heard 309%. So we'll see what happens. But they've been bad for, they say 47, it's actually 50 now. 47, they've been saying it for 3 years. But for 50 years, they've been the bully of the Middle East. What they've done is terrible. They've killed hundreds of thousands of people. They've killed people. They've wounded and maimed people with the legs, the arms. You know, with the roadside bomb is their bomb. They're very proud of it, and now they're paying a price. Thank you very much, everybody.
Everyone, get the fuck out! Time's up. Get the fuck out!
Thank you, guys.
I love it. Kick him out. Get him all the fuck
actually,
out.
the Wall Street Journal had a wrong story. He said I spoke to him. No, I have tremendous respect for Kevin Warsh. I've only spoken to him one time briefly a few days ago. Just a conversation. Look, he's going to do it. He's going to run it. I know what he'd like to do, but he has to run it. He's got a board. It's not only him. It was up to him.
You guys
to
are
be
always
different.
you fiends.
But he's got a board. But I've only, they said I speak to him all the time. And I've spoken to him one time since his assumption, since he took over. And great conversation, but he's a great guy. He's my pick. And I'm going with him 100%. But they made it sound like I live and breathe. I speak to Kevin all the time, every time. I spoke to him one time. Okay, thank you very much, everybody.
Now get the fuck out for real this time. All right, we're gonna do a couple things. I have a whole lot more for us to go over for today, but you guys always love to go over the Trump executive orders. He did this today. All right, so every time he goes live doing that kind of stuff, we like to stream it. What I'm gonna do right now is move on to oh, Brittany, it looks like our there's a group chat that Ty Arcade just made for us with someone named Janet. Looks like it might be a representative that we're getting connected with, so we can have someone handle all sponsor stuff. Cool. So yeah, sponsors. I hate dealing with it. I don't like it's. They're so annoying, and I get frustrated because I'm just trying to work and stuff, and it's just easier if someone else handles all of that. And then they just tell me what to do, and I'll like what are ideas we're working on. I'll workshop all the creative stuff, and I just need to know what I'm doing, and if my ideas are cool with them, and then I'll do it. Cool. So we're getting that handled. Sick, dude. Moving up in the world. I'll check that later. For now, what I'm gonna do, friends, is take a moment and work with my editors, because we're gonna check some videos. I'm just gonna do it live. You guys can come along for the ride. Here we go. Gonzo, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You are live in front of hundreds of people, so let's check this edit. Don't mess up your spelling.
Probably.
All right, one sec. And I'm ready. We're going to watch this British guy get arrested because he bought a bat. He just bought it from a store, walked out of the store, and he is now being arrested for purchasing that bat. So they're selling them. That's legal. But walking out of the store with it. Yeah, it's just give Discord one sec. All right, hit play now. Is not legal, apparently. Actually, it is legal. You're not allowed to walk around with bats. That's illegal in this country for some reason. But if you buy one, you could walk it home. He is not being allowed to do that. That's how absurd this country has become. Now the civilians are starting to back him up, trying to tell the cop, he can't turn back now. He has to full commit to a stupid-ass decision. That's crazy. It's literally in a package. Yeah, the cop's not changing his mind. He's not going to admit he's wrong. Why are you arresting a guy for? Oh, sorry.
What was that?
I just said dumbass cop. Just keep going. Sorry.
Oh.
Why are you arresting a guy for holding a bat that he just bought? Now he's spraying him. Now a civilian is helping arrest the guy for doing nothing. Sorry, this is unrelated. I'm just reading a chat. MAGA is pro PDF files. Bro, you guys weren't saying anything when Biden was smelling kids, dude. Like, we have literal videos and pictures of this dude smelling their hair and shit, touching them and stuff. Like, actual pictures and video. Didn't say anything. You don't give a fuck. Just saying. You don't give a fuck about any of that, dude. You guys, any of you saying that, you don't give a fuck. Because you didn't say anything about fucking Biden smelling hair. We actually have video of him doing that. All right, please continue. Sorry, Gonzo. Now a civilian is helping arrest the guy for doing nothing wrong. This civilian, whoever you are, guy, I hope the internet, gives you because you are being such an asshole by helping this cop. Nobody should be helping this cop at all. Everyone should be telling this cop to f off. I'm putting this everywhere. Every site I'm on, this video is going up. This is the state of the UK. And they think they're better than us. They think that they have it figured out. Here comes the backup. Yeah, over a guy that bought a bat. All of this over a bat. All of this. It's all on camera. No, yeah, I wouldn't move back either. Don't fucking touch me, dude. Yeah, dude. We're all thinking it. We're all thinking it. Follow for more political crack. All right, I think it's good to go send it. Looks good to me. Let's call it, oh. I want to give you an ending because we're doing a video on it, or she's editing it right now. Can I give you a new ending?
Of course.
Shit. Okay, I'm gonna do this while I'm live. I gotta go full screen though. Give me a second here. Full screen. Okay. Let's go super chat. Dope. Okay, one sec. Here we go. We're watching this full video live. Click the related video down below. Or no. Let me do a different one. If you want to watch the full video, click the related video down below. Simple as that. I'm uploading that to you right now.
Okay.
Back, and you could pull up the next one. Oh wait, no, we still got to name it. We didn't name it.
I can still name it.
Okay. 1 second here. Let me upload that so I don't forget. Uploading to, I'm just going to upload it to the raw Gonzo folder.
That works.
There we go. All right. That is up. I'm ready for the next one. I'll just check it. I'll just check them both.
Title it.
Oh, title it? Let's title it, arrested for buying a bat. Simple as that. The boss 2837, thank you for the $5 super chat, by the way. I appreciate you. Semper Fi, Devil Dog. What's up, dude? I see you in the chat as well. Devil Nuts. All right, next video. Ready? Let's do it. Trump administration has officially revoked 175,000 visas.
State Department has just exclusively revealed to Fox that it's revoked 175,000 visas since the start of President Trump's second term. That is up from the 100,000 in December. The majority of the new revocations were over criminal activity, including sexual assault, child abuse, fraud, reckless driving, and embezzlement. Multiple visas were also revoked for immigrants who celebrated Charlie Kirk's assassination.
Celebrating Charlie Kirk's assassination was the most mild of the list. We had to blur all of those nasty things. Follow for more political crack. Looks good to me. Send it. 170,000 visas revoked. U.S. revokes 170,000 visas. Revokes. There you go. And then visas at the end. Yeah. Visa, I think, is all. It's not like Visa, MasterCard. It's all caps, I believe. Isn't it? Or I don't know. Can you look that one up? Just fix it.
Yeah, I'll look it up. Of course.
Cool. All right, let me give you comments for both of those. What was the first one administration again? I already forgot.
First one was the dude buying the bat.
Dude buying the bat. Got it. Okay. One sec, guys. All right. Let me get you some comments. Dude with the bat. Buying a bat is now going to get you arrested in the UK. Don't let the US end up like this. There you go. Second one was
visas.
There we go. Visas. I bet that number is going to get a whole lot higher. There we go. There's your 2 comments. You're good to go for today, Gonzo. Thank you very much, friend. Appreciate you.
No problem. Catch you tomorrow. Peace.
See you tomorrow. What time? You want to do noon again?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, I'll see you at noon.
See you at noon.
All right, Archie, are you there?
Yeah.
Ready for me to check your vid?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it. All right, chat almost done with the editors. Just got to check Archie's vid. I might be doing some more clips. I'll let you know in DMs if I shoot anything else for clips and stuff. And then if I do shoot a bunch of stuff on clips, Archie, just edit them all and then at least have some thumbnail ideas for each one at the very least. Okay.
All right.
And then we could just check them all like at once and then just be like good for the rest of the week if I do that enough, you know, unless I have something new for you, you know what I mean? I think it's just better for you to get in the habit of that. Then you can literally get a whole week done in one day, you know?
Yeah.
All right.
Sick.
And I'll shoot it for you that way. Like I'll find the stuff, I'll provide it, I'll pay all of it, you know, everything. Okay. You're screen sharing, right?
I am, sir.
Thank you, friend. This guy bought a bat in the UK, walked out of the store, and was immediately arrested. Can you start it over? Because I just got in.
Yeah.
This guy bought a bat in the UK.
And something I wanted to quickly add. I think the zoom out intros. I think we should instead just have a zoom in and B-roll instead.
Do it.
I don't
Make
really
it better.
like zoom outs.
Yeah, make it more interesting. Let's improve it.
All right.
In the UK, walked out of the store and was immediately arrested. I guess it's illegal to walk around with a bat in the UK. Didn't know that. Makes sense, you know, like that they have they're making everything illegal up there. You know, I'm not surprised. We're gonna watch this whole thing of this entire situation from beginning to end. We don't have a statement from the police department yet. I will look after we watch this to see if there's anything new as of time of recording this. So here we go.
And then it just
Skip ahead. Yeah, let's go ahead and skip ahead. You know, I've been to London twice, both times. Very unimpressed. Very unimpressive place. Grok, what happened after? Has the police made any statements? Was the guy charged with anything? Is there any accountability? Revolt? Bro, like this? This would piss me off. This keeps happening. They're arresting people for social media posts. They're arresting people for buying bats. This country is crazy. You put that part in where I say Archie things.
Okay.
Leave all that part in. Yeah, leave that in. Leave in the part where I say except the part where we're waiting. Right? And then just cut.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you just cut to the next thing I'm saying. That it just makes it a little bit longer, but I think it makes it more fun because that's what happened, you know, and it's showing the video audience what happened on the live. Just adds a little charm to it.
All right, cool.
I think it's good to go after that. Everything else is good to go. Let's just send it.
All right.
Let me see your thumbnails.
So
I didn't do anything, innocent man. I didn't do anything. No, it's brand new. I just bought it. Being the bigger word. So go back to those ones that you're showing me. Yeah. So see like any of those, or imagine the text saying, "I just bought it."
Yeah.
Or it's brand new. You know, like I have a receipt, something like that, right? I think these are going to be better. The title is going to be very simple, like UK arrests. You know, I just bought it. Yeah, it's brand new. I have a receipt. Something, you know, along like you could try those. But I want to get a different picture too because I don't like that one. There's a picture of the guy bear hugging him, the cop. Like that like Asian cop, he's like bear hugging the kid.
Yeah, I think I've got that. I've got let's have a look.
It's kind of not that one because I want to see his face. Yeah, it's kind of like one of these, but if we can get his face in it, would be better. If we can't get his face in the bear hug, I'll compromise. What's that one on the left right there? That one on the left with his hands behind his back.
This one.
Are you using that one? Because that one looks pretty good. That one's super.
This one here.
Yeah. That one's pretty good.
Yeah, this is
that's kind of it. Okay. The helmet is just dominating, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I think actually.
You need to like cut them out. You got to do all that. You know what I'm talking about. We got to.
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
All right, so you like this one?
I like this angle, yeah, because his hands are behind his back. That helmet is just in the fucking way. So we got we gotta remove that helmet. Yeah, it's dominating the image, and he needs to be bigger. So he's bigger, helmet guy's smaller. This one, it's their backs. We don't see their faces. You're breaking the laws of thumbnails, right? We need their faces. We need to see the characters. We already know that's going to have a low click-through rate. Yep, faces are gonna be the magic answer here. So like that one where he's covering his face, it's like if he was being like he is kind of being sprayed or whatever, but like it's just he's covering it. The face is gonna get more eyeballs from the human brain. It just works. So yeah, keep the face, make that helmet smaller, and then I'll take another look at him. The edit seems good to go. I'll just be in on DMs. If I ignore you for too long, just send it, and then we change it later. If I don't say anything, send me the Photoshop documents, please.
Yeah. Do you like UK cops arrest man for buying a bat? I think that's the shortest way to say it.
I like it. I like the direction of it, but it's newspapery, right? Yeah. So like the UK arrests people for buying bats now. Sounds more colloquial, right? It's more natural sentence coming. The UK is arresting people for buying bats. UK. Okay, let's get rid of the. UK is arresting. Boom. UK is arresting people for buying bats now. It's brand new. Or yeah, we can A/B test. So will you pick the good image and we'll A/B test the different texts? I just bought it. It's brand new. I have a receipt. It's brand new. I just bought it. I have a receipt. Yeah, those three right there. Boom. You got it.
So do you like this one without the helmet taking as much of the frame?
I like that positioning right there, but the face of the other guy. So if you can like just make him with his hands behind his back the biggest thing in the image, that would be the best thing.
Yeah.
Right, helmet guy. If you look, he's closer to the camera, so he's taking up the real estate of the image. So we need to use Photoshop or whatever to make him smaller and out of the way. So what I would do is cut him out and the cops and everything behind him, or like maybe cut out that guy, the helmet guy in the front, and then like shrink him down and then like fill the rest in or something like that. Move him to the right. You can generate some like other cops right there or something. Back in the day, we'd have to just Photoshop those motherfuckers in, but yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, he's taking up too much space in the video. Helmet guy's got to go.
Gotcha. All right, I can do that.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Appreciate you. I'm gonna get back to streaming.
Yeah, go for it. Have a good stream.
Thank you, friend. All right, guys. Thank you for bearing with me. There's a little bit of behind the scenes for you. We have a bunch of other stuff. We have all these links to go over. We have a lot. We already did this one. We did this. Here's like just some segment. Oh, this is. I'm gonna skip that one. Did we go over this? I don't think we did the flock cameras live, did we? I don't think we talked about that last stream. Batman arrested. That's funny. Okay, so let's go over this next thing here. I already did video on this, but I don't think I went over this live. So I'm gonna go over it with you guys. So what happened was, this is about flock cameras. So there was a flock camera that flagged a car as connected to a homicide, but it wasn't. It was something was wrong with their algorithm, and these cops pulled over these people at gunpoint and pulled them out of their car and shit over a mistake from the technology. So here we go.
Brookfield police with guns drawn pull over a car they say was flagged by flock cameras in connection to a homicide out of Milwaukee. Well, turns out this was all some sort of mishap mishap with the flock camera systems. In
That's
fact,
crazy.
Brookfield police say they called Milwaukee police, and MPD said they no longer needed the car or the people inside, so officers let them go. But you know, this has really become a point of contention, flock cameras as a whole, as more reports of misuse by law enforcement across the country arise.
Yeah, bro, whoever started that company is providing that service is like one of the most un-American motherfuckers ever, dude. This is like evil pharmaceutical CEO level, okay? Like, you know, maybe even worse, in my opinion. That's crazy, bro. He's selling us out. What a piece of shit. Oh, did you guys hear about the Mark Zuckerberg story? Mark Zuckerberg's boat? I'm going to go over it a little bit. Just for fun. I did research this, actually, and the story isn't as it seems. So the story that's going around is that Mark Zuckerberg on his mega yacht, $300 million mega yacht, was in the Alaskan waters, and a ship ran out of fuel and was doing like a Mayday distress signal, and they ignored it. Right? That's the story that's going around. But now, did they ignore it? Maybe. I don't know. But one thing is, Mark Zuckerberg wasn't there on the boat. First of all. Second of all, I looked it up. Is it illegal to like ignore distress signals? Because I thought it would be. Like, I thought I heard something like that. And this ship was just out of fuel. So a fuel ship went and helped them. There was nothing the yacht could do. They just needed fuel and to get towed. So, and that happened. So they were like really the right people to do that. Again, like it sounds like a dope story, right? Like, oh, Mark Zuckerberg, you fucking asshole. But when I researched it, he wasn't there. It was a boat that was saying that they're out of fuel, and then a fueling ship went and helped them. They're all taken care of. So it's you know, it's not anything different than when you're like on the road and you call for help, right? Not like you don't have to stop and help them, but somebody that does that for work can go help them. And that's what happened with the Mark Zuckerberg thing. That's really it. It doesn't go as viral to say it like that. So that's why it's being framed like Mark Zuckerberg ditched some stranded sailors, you know? It's like, cause like that would be a dick thing to do. So framing it that way makes it go so much more viral, and cause like if you say it the way that I explained it, it doesn't make money that way. That's not how you make money, by telling these stories. To make money telling these stories, you gotta fucking change the reality and make it sound like Mark Zuckerberg like fucking killed people in the ocean, essentially, you know? So yeah, I mean, that's the real story. I looked into it. I was so excited to dunk on Mark Zuckerberg until I started researching it. And then I was like, so now the just like usual, the story is actually saying, okay, well, here's what really happened. It's not as exciting as the headlines. It's actually way lamer. You know, because I wanted it to be, you know, I think it would be dope. It would be awesome, bro. I would love to make a video about Mark Zuckerberg leaving people stranded in the ocean. That would get so many fucking views, but he didn't do it. So, you know, I'm not going to say he did if he didn't after I looked it up, you know. I live in Alaska. He slaughtered a family of penguins. Yeah. He still sucks though. Yeah, sure. You could still think he sucks and stuff, but I'm not gonna like lie because I don't, you know, because he's not popular. I actually think he's cool. I like Mark Zuckerberg. I think he's dope, dude. Like, just from a business perspective, the shit that he's been doing since he was 19 is pretty fucking groundbreaking. You know, like that is one of the most elite entrepreneurs to ever be born. So just from that perspective, but I mean, social media fucking, you know, totally ruined the world. So that's his fault. I think we would have done it anyways, though. Moving on to the WNBA. Former NBA player Royce White appeared on Fox News to explain why he wants to play in the WNBA. I'm just having a blast in my feminine era. Let's hear it.
Why are you getting involved, and how did the WNBA even get to this point?
You know, right now I'm just having a blast in my feminine era. I never thought that I was a woman. You know, I've always trusted the science, and I thought I was a man my entire life. But you know, after further review, strong look at my personal preferences. it would appear that I am indeed sometimes identifying as a transgender woman, and I think it's only fair I get a chance to play with some of my queens here in the twilight of my career, my athletic
trolling so
prime.
hard.
Why are you getting involved, and how did the WNBA?
This guy is trolling so hard, bro. Where's the one with his? He has a wig. Where's his wig at? Let's see. What's his name? Royce White. Hold on. Let me look this up real quick. He had like a wig on. I think he did an interview with it on too. Let me see. Oh my God. Please. Please. Oh, here's his post. He has a wig on right here. It came, y'all. My first wig. They got him in a wig, dude. This guy's trolling so hard. That's funny. Let him cook. Yeah, I know, dude. Let him cook. I support this. Let him join. Let him play. Let her play. Let her play. Let her play in the WNBA. The rules is the rules. Don't go against them rules, or else there ain't no rules. Yes, queen. Is there more? Whatever. That's enough. I thought he did an interview with it. Absolutely ridiculous. I know, dude. Like, the fucking let her fucking play. Indeed. Yeah, let her play. All right, don't deny her womanly rights. Okay? Yeah, dude. I hope that more NBA players step up and join the WNBA. All right, we need to normalize normalize. Normalize masculine NBA players being able to express their feminine side. Normalize it, okay? Enough is enough. People have been quiet for too long. NBA players, the first step is joining the WNBA. Stan almost tripped, yeah, almost. All right, now here's a story this is wild. You guys remember Chris Watts, right? This guy's like right in my neck of the woods, like literally 10 minutes north of me. Like right up the highway. This is crazy. This guy's right up north. I live in this area. This guy, he's the one who unalived his children and his wife, and he hid them in barrels of oil. You guys remember this? And then he like went on TV and pretended like they were missing, and he wanted them back. You guys remember that? Turns out he's got a new romance from behind bars. There's some woman named he got married to her. So he got a secret marriage to a new woman. What type of woman marries a guy that murdered his children and wife? That's crazy, right? What kind of guy, like, what kind of woman does that? That's a weird woman. What a weird woman. Let's look at the article. I don't want to subscribe to anything. The helly? I don't want to read that. Okay, Grok, the article is behind a paywall. Can you break it down for me? Let's see if this works. Her parents must be so pleased. Yeah, what a weirdo. Look at this woman. What a weird woman. She's not even... Ew, she looks gross, too. She doesn't even look good. She's from Cuba? Really? Okay. Can a person from out of the country marry an American and then like use that to help get easier citizenship? Because that would make things make more sense, I guess, why this is happening. Just joking around. Oh, okay. She looks like she's from Cuba, dude. I mean, she looks Cuban to me. Chris Watts, 41, is dating Lizzie Henderson, 39, a realtor who moved from Ohio to Wisconsin to be near his prison. Weird. Relatives say they applied to marry. She wears rings, applied to change her name to Watts, and visits often 20 times last year. A witness saw them kiss during a 2025 visit right after the murder anniversary. She confirmed the relationship, but was vague and downplayed his crimes. Vague and downplayed his crimes. Yo, she's in denial. She's just believing, and he likes her because she just believes his bullshit, and that's what he wants. He needs some girl to believe his bullshit so he can have a girl, and the girl needs him to fucking lie so she can take it. I don't know. What a weird situation. You sent me a Discord. Okay, I'm checking it. Can I put the UK video on TikTok? That's the one of the kid getting arrested. Yes, I can go on TikTok. Did he not get the death penalty? I don't know. Let's ask. Did he not get the death penalty? But did he not? Yeah, I don't know. I maybe he could still get married if he's on death row, I guess. Right? I mean, didn't Ted Bundy do something like that? I don't remember. Hearing the story of what he did to his daughters is so sad. I know, it's nuts, right? Nuts, dude. Oh, I don't hear audio anymore. Let me turn that back down. Sorry. My headphones. There we go. Now I have audio. Sorry, I had that way loud. Let me turn it down a little bit more. Let's see. Did he get the death penalty or not? No, he pleaded guilty in 2018 to avoid it. Prosecutors dropped the death penalty at victim's family request. He got 5 life sentences without parole, 3 consecutive plus extra years for the pregnancy termination and body disposal. That's crazy. Colorado abolished the death penalty later in 2020. Damn, dude, I didn't know we abolished the death penalty. That's kind of pussy of my state. Bro, no, I believe in the death penalty, bro. Just put him down. Cheap, too. Don't, unless we want him to suffer. I think we should have 2 different kinds of death penalty. One where like we're so pissed we just want them dead now, and there's other ones where we're so pissed we want to, like, I don't know, leave it up to the victims or something. I don't know, dude. Like the death penalty with like suffering and up until that point with extreme boredom in prison doesn't, like, for sometimes I kind of like that idea with what the crime is, you know. Other times I'm like, dude, just put him down now. Like, let's say someone did like a mass whatever, you know, and like all, it's like, dude, just get rid of them for cheap. Just get rid of them. Yeah, Colorado L. Yeah, like that kid that raped those 2 girls. Yeah, dude. Got away with it. Wild stuff, man. Moving on to see, what is this? All right, so there's a lot of protests in Spain going on right now. So I know people kind of forgot about Spain already, but that invasion of Spain's border that happened, remember? Well, people in Spain are not happy about it and are protesting the streets. Look how many there are. They're protesting immigration. They don't like what happened. They're bringing up Ceuta. All these citizens of Spain, they don't want immigrants flooding into their country. Even people from Spain don't want it. And look, they're not burning the place down. They're just demonstrating their beliefs. Look at that. They love their country. See, I love these people. There's nothing wrong with being proud of where you're from. There's nothing wrong with wanting to protect the place you're from. You see they're loaded on trucks? Yeah, I saw that stuff. So good for Spain, you know, I mean, at least there's some sane people there. Here's a longer story. Let's see here. I don't know what it's about. I saved it for stream. I got the basic gist of it. A Nashville police lieutenant saved a man's life by talking him out of jumping off a bridge.
Lieutenant Mike Hotz was called to Victory Memorial Bridge in Nashville amid reports that a man was live streaming his plans to jump. And this, what happened next, was caught on Hotz's body camera.
Hey man, my name's Mike. Can I just holler at you?
It ain't shit y'all can tell me right now, man.
Okay. I hear you're frustrated. I just want to help you talk through this worst day of your life. And I know it is. I just want you to know that you're a good man, and I don't think you're a bad man. I just want you to feel like you are loved here, because you are. Can I come shake your hand? I'm not going to try nothing crazy. I'll step right back when I'm done.
Brittany, why are you cutting onions in here, bro? We're in the studio.
Himself.
What are you doing?
Can I shake your hand? And I'll step right back.
There's not an appropriate time to be cutting onions. The hell, man?
You good? I love you. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
Unbelievable.
Man,
right?
spicy in here.
Lieutenant Mike Hotz is with us now. And Lieutenant, I know we can hear you. I think we're having an issue with seeing you in our signal, but we can see this video of you, which I think is the most important thing here. It's just unbelievable. Tell us more about how this unfolded and how you approached this as this, obviously went in a direction that we all would hope it would go.
Dude, what the hell? Brittany, stop, dude. That's like your fifth onion. Why are you just, she has a cleaver. She's just smashing the onions over there. What are you doing?
Because he was making statements that he was going to commit suicide, and we were dispatched. And after a couple minutes, we were able to pinpoint his exact location. And as it happened, I was the first vehicle that rolled up on scene.
And what was your approach going in? What was going through your mind as to how you wanted to connect with him? Because obviously you're trying to use compassion and empathy within yourself to convince him to not do the unthinkable, right? And I imagine at that moment he is feeling a lot of strain and frustration, and you were able to connect with that. I wonder how.
She's not shopping. Yeah, she is.
I just wanted to empathize with him.
She is,
let
dude.
him know that I was there to listen. Let him know that we cared.
Sometimes that's all someone needs, man. You know? Listen and care. Sometimes it's all someone needs.
Wasn't in any kind of trouble. That we just wanted to help him through the worst moment of the worst day of his life.
And I know you're a combat veteran. Obviously, there's such a mental health crisis and also a suicide crisis that's happening with our veterans that demands so much of our attention. Did that inform your approach to him at all as you were thinking maybe about other people that you'd served with?
Oh, 100%, dude.
It absolutely did.
Yeah, dude, I can answer that
My experience
one.
in the military definitely informed some of the actions I took. Veterans are disproportionately affected by suicide and mental health issues, and combat veterans doubly so, if not more. And I've encountered several individuals, several of my brothers and sisters who have gone through crisis moments, and I just wanted to draw upon those moments and
I'm glad you saved that guy. That's dope. That's cool, dude. You know, it's good to see that. We need to see videos like that too. There's too many videos of all the negative, you know. We always need to remember that there's good people. There's good cops. You know, like we usually see the bad cop videos. You don't see the good cop videos go viral as often. Oh, here's another guy. This is the other guy. There's two people that are they're going to go from the NBA to the WNBA. Here's this guy.
Well, it's official. I just declared for the 2027 WNBA draft in April. Join me in this journey.
Dennis Cantor Freedom decided he's going to throw his hat into the WNBA.
The WNBA does not ban men who identify as women right now from playing in the league.
He would dominate the WNBA without batting an eyelash.
The number one prospect in the history of the WNBA.
Oh my God, I can't wait. It's actually submitted, dude. Like, I'm really curious what they're gonna do.
Well, it's official. I just declared for the 20.
We'll see, dude. I feel like they're gonna be like, bro, you can't join, and then they're just gonna look stupid. They're gonna make up some reason like he's not allowed because he's not actually like whatever, you know. WNBA about to get dunked on. I mean, I don't think they're gonna let him in. I don't think they're gonna allow this to happen. They're gonna not allow it, and they're gonna maintain that they're inclusive, but they're not letting him do it. Right? Yeah, it's just gonna be a big joke. There's no way they're doing it. Do more shorts, bro. I do 3 a day on this channel. We have 3. There's another one going up soon, I think. What's the next story? 19-year-old Julissa Rubai Salazar was found strangled inside her Tucson apartment after reportedly planning to leave her boyfriend. Police say 20-year-old Van Bachagari fled overseas after the killing and was later taken into custody in Berlin while allegedly trying to reach India. Wild. Dude, we got a $5 super chat from Starch. Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
According to her friends, this young woman was so afraid of her boyfriend, she was planning to break up with him. Now she's dead and he's in custody halfway around the world after police say he tried to escape to his native India. 20-year-old Varun Bachagari was arrested in Germany after he allegedly strangled 19-year-old Julissa Salazar, a student at the University of Arizona. According to authorities, she was found on the floor of her Tucson apartment on Thursday with obvious signs of trauma on her neck. Detectives say that same day, Bachagari stole Salazar's phone and credit cards and sent a series of messages to her mother pretending to be her, which led to a welfare check request and the discovery of her body. According to police, Bachagari traveled to the Tucson International Airport, where he boarded a flight to Germany.
He thought he was going to get away with it.
To his home country of India. At the Berlin airport, German authorities, working with the FBI and Tucson police, were waiting to take him in. Federal sources tell Fox Bachagari came to the U.S. on a student visa in January of 2024 and was studying business at the University of Arizona. But he was reportedly kicked out after getting into a fight. Police say he had a history of domestic violence, including allegedly sexually assaulting Julissa Salazar in the past.
Wild.
Her family has now set up a GoFundMe, saying the 19-year-old leaves behind her parents and 2 younger sisters who love her and miss her more than words can express. Bachagari is now awaiting extradition back to Arizona, where he will be booked into the Pima County Jail on first-degree murder and kidnapping charges.
That's what I was wondering. Like, are we bringing him back? I guess we are. Yeah, we're bringing him back to make him pay for it. Good. Fuck that guy. I'll talk about that another time. Let's see what else we got. OF model Courtney Clenny reacts to being sentenced to 6 years in prison with credit for nearly 4 years already served after fatally stabbing her boyfriend. Yeah, so she's only doing 6 years for murder, apparently.
I understand you wish to plead guilty to manslaughter in exchange for the plea that was read into the record a moment ago. Has anyone, including your own attorney, promised you anything other than that? No. Has anyone forced, threatened, or coerced you to accept a plea at this time? No. Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty and you believe this plea is in your best interest? To the charge of manslaughter with a deadly weapon, I'm sentencing you to 6 years in the state prison with all applicable credit for time served, followed by 5 years of reporting probation. As a condition of that probation, you will complete a mental health evaluation.
Smash! Oh my God, 90s kid. What the fuck?
You will complete a substance abuse evaluation and complete all required.
I can fix her.
Necessary, as well as completing the battery intervention program within the first year of probation. As I said, there are some other provisions contained within this written plea agreement that will be made part of the judgment and sentence. I'm assessing court costs and any and all staff.
How is she only getting 6 years?
You will be fingerprinted. We should have DNA on file. Before we turn it to the victim impact portion, is there anything further on behalf of the state?
Nothing from the state, Judge.
That's crazy. I don't understand how she's only getting 6 years. What the fuck? There we go. I don't get that. All right, we got a couple more things. Oh yeah, so I don't really have much on this guy, but here's just a quick update for those who care. I don't really care about this situation personally. But big topic on the internet. Chud the Builder is now free after posting bond after spending nearly 3 months in jail. So from what I understand, he actually got the money for a bond pretty much right away, but they wouldn't let him use it. So I think that they probably challenged that, and he is now allowed to post bond after them winning a legal argument, but it took 3 months. I'm assuming that his, like, so he still has a court case that he has to go participate in. And I'm pretty sure his counsel, which there's a lot of people online that are throwing in money for this guy, so he's going to have pretty good counsel. They're probably going to use that 3 months in prison without being able to post bond as an argument. I don't know how much weight that argument's going to carry in court, but I'm pretty sure they're going to use it if there is benefit. So we'll see what happens there. And then he posted a video. Here's the video that he posted. It's 4 seconds long. Here you go. Like, someone bought him a suit. Look at that. So, someone bought him. They got him a tailored suit immediately after getting out of jail.
They call me the Builder. Chud the Builder.
That's it. And they got, shout out to the one and only Drip Chud for the last minute tailoring. Someone tailored him a suit fresh out of jail, dude. It's crazy. So yeah, we'll see. This story's still ongoing. It's been 3 months since the incident. He's now out on bail and moving, forward. Now, I came across this today, and I wanted to share it with you guys to see what you think. Yeah, I know. That's a crazy opening image. That is indeed Mario looking at the Twin Towers. It's called Mario 64, The War on Terror. Here we go. I hope you guys are ready.
Mamma mia!
On my orders, the United States military has begun strikes against military installations of the Taliban regime.
Oh, God!
What the fuck? This is awesome. Holy! I wasn't gonna do a video on this, but now I am. Let's pickle! Oh my God, they put on Saddam, dude. What? They're finding him. They're finding him in the hole. There's Saddam in the hole, hiding in the hole. It's a whole ass level. Okay, I'd play this. I would play $100 to play this. This looks awesome. I would pay $100 to play this. Someone needs to make this. Oh yeah, this was my war. This was my war. The Goombas, bro. The shoe. No way. Wait, what? This is the whole war. Now we're getting Osama bin Laden. Let's go, dude. Let's go.
You take the
Zero Dark 30, dude. Get them Hajis. Oh
Game
my
over.
God. Oh my God, this is awesome.
So long, Bowser.
This seems to be real. Yes, oh my God. Yes, okay. I'm making a short on this tomorrow. Yeah, no, we're doing a short on this tomorrow, 100%. Okay, the first thing I saw was this, and I was like, bro, I'm not making a short on that. Right? I didn't realize it was the lore of the War on Terror in Super Mario form. I didn't realize. That's crazy. So long, Gay Bowser. Wow. That's incredible. Let me send a message to my editor because I want what I just watched, we're turning that into a video. Give me a second. Just did another stream marker. Sorry, was not thinking they would be videos till finished reacting. All right, cool. Who got arrested for buying a bat? This guy. We'll watch it again. Check this out. All I did was buy a bat. That's all I did.
Do videos. Make videos on sound.
There's AI, so no copyrights. I mean, it's easy to get permission for videos. I do it all the
time. Policeman out here.
Someone spamming. If we have spammers, just time them out.
Is it out of his packaging? Is it out of his packaging?
Look at that, wild, right?
Is it out of his packaging? It's in package, you idiot! It's in package, you idiot! It's in package, you idiot! You idiot! It's in package! It's in the package, fella!
You guys fucked. Agreed, dude. Look at this trash. Look at this trash cop.
It's in the package,
This
you idiot!
cop is literally trash,
It's in
dude.
the package, you idiot! Hey, officer, it's got in the package!
He should be fucking made to take his uniform off in the middle of everybody, and everybody throw vegetables at him. Spraying him. Now they're spraying him.
Stupid cunt you are, mate!
What a dumbass cop, dude.
Yeah,
What a piece of shit.
That's in the package, stupid officer! That's what you can do the best! It's in the package!
That's illegal there, kinda, yeah.
It's in the package! It's in the package!
Yeah, you're not allowed to just have a
It's in
bat.
the package, you idiot! Hey, fella, it's in the
Like,
package!
you're only allowed to have a bat for, like, baseball.
It's in the package!
Yeah, it's very excessive. It's crazy, dude. Their laws. Yeah, they're about to make it to where knives aren't allowed to have points on them.
Have a piece on that! Yeah, it's all like
Still wrapped in plastic. Cop doesn't care. And then there's some idiot civilian helping the cop arrest this guy for having a bat.
It's in the package, we all can see it, it's in the package! It's in the package! It's in the package, you idiot! Just hold it on the top! Yeah, go on! Yeah, go on, of course! Yeah, of course! Yeah, the number again!
And then tons of cops show up over a bat.
Yeah! You drive forward!
What third world shithole is this? This is this third world shithole is the UK.
Move back! No! It's in the package, shall I? Move back! I said! Whoa!
Yeah, dude, you're getting aggressive now with the public that are like, what the fuck?
What obstruct? You obstructing the law, you idiot! It's in the package, alright. You can see it's in the package. It's in the package, you idiot! Officer, you can push the people, but nobody can smash your face, innit?
UK is so fucked, we're getting arrested over bats, and now Muslims taking 13-year-old
You know what I
wives.
mean? They for us,
Crazy,
they for
man.
us, they are for us. And that's never happened. Never in your life happened. Never. When they stole my car, they were like, you
This
need to
guy's-
come to the fucking police
I
station.
understand this guy's
They
grievance.
didn't. They didn't.
What are we watching? We're watching cops arrest a guy for buying a bat. Yeah, they have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 cops right here. I think they have 5 total cops. 5 cops for this whole thing. Crazy. That's the bat they bought. That's it. He bought a bat. That's why he got arrested. Everybody's are maybe fired. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck this.
plastic packaging.
These cops are retarded. Every single one of these cops are goobers. Worthless. All worthless. Doing nothing. All they're doing is costing money. That they're doing zero any good. Replace these cops with people who enforce real laws, not wasting time on this shit. Yep, they're putting them in a van, taking them to jail. UK is over. Yeah, UK is just a shithole. Yep, they've become a third world shithole, 100%. This is it. This is it right here. This is what we get from the UK, man. I stand. What's up, Delilah Rose? I see you in the chat. Hope everyone in UK buys a bat until it's out of stock. They'll literally just go and arrest everyone. They'll do that. They're crazy, dude. I don't know. They'll just arrest everyone. That's their solution. Make everything illegal. Arrest everyone, except the Muslims. They can do whatever the fuck they want, apparently. They're taking him to the forest. Yeah. False arrest, 100%. I'm not intelligent. I mean, this is so obvious. This is such an obvious, not a valid arrest, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? This is so obviously, like, he bought a bat. It's wrapped in plastic still. He literally walked out of the store. And you're saying that, what? Whatever, I'm not even gonna bother So, yeah, that's everything that I found for today. We got through it all in a couple hours. Let me see if there's anything else going on. I'm just gonna take a peek on Twitter. In the meantime, I'll have this going. I'm just gonna take a little look-see-poo. If any big news is going down, anything else to share? There's a big earthquake in Colombia. I'm sure you guys heard about that, but I don't want to show any of that because it's pretty gnarly footage. It's people that died and a lot of destruction and stuff. Yeah, I think that we kind of covered a lot of everything. Let's see, what is this? Oh, yeah, we covered that story already. Covered that. Yeah, I'm finding a lot of stuff that we covered. I did miss the whole Trump hair meme era. That's kind of dying down. I should have covered that back when it happened. Let's see. But now it's kind of too late. Yeah, today we've covered it all. We've done it. We've done it all. What is this? What did I find? What is that? What is going on?
Celebration, bitch! I seen like an orange, his aura or whatever. I seen it.
This is awesome. What is this?
Why don't I stretch out?
This is Dave Chappelle.
And just started grinding mud on his couch.
Fuck your couch, nigga. Buy another one, you rich motherfucker. Fuck your couch, nigga. Fuck your couch. Darkness is.
Started kicking it.
I love it.
And he was mad niggerish, man, which was
baddest motherfucker of all time. One of the best singers, one of the best looking motherfuckers you've ever seen.
He's put Trump on anything and it's hilarious. All right. Should I stream games? Or maybe just call it. I think we might just call it, to be honest. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to raid somebody on Twitch. Let's find someone to raid. Because we did everything. We got all the news. We did all the news. So we're going to find someone to raid. If you guys on YouTube want to participate on this, or anyone that's on any other platform that's watching, like Kick, Twitter... we're going to find someone to raid us earlier in the day. So I'm going to have a lot more friends that are live. Usually I'm streaming really late. How do I sort these? Oh, here we go. That's what I want. There we go. Archie's streaming Minecraft. I'm gonna raid Archie, my editor. Here's Archie, my editor, if you guys want to raid him. There we go.
Hello, let me open the chest. Oh, you fucker. You little fucker. Oh my god.
Raid. EMPT. Yeah, sorry. I think I'm shutting it down. Here we go. We got a raid going. I'll give you guys on YouTube a link to the stream if you want to check it out. It's EMPT Media.
At the start of the game, there's like a grace period, but as soon as you hit someone...
All right, here we go. I'm sending you guys off. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys very much for checking in. I appreciate you.